Hello everyone and welcome back to WWE13 Universe. This is the season finale. This is WrestleMania 3. We are finally here. We are kicking things off in a big way tonight on our 12-match show. John Cena set to face off against Mark Henry, a rivalry that has been brewing since late in Season 2, I believe. John Cena and Mark Henry have had their issues for a very long time, and they finally get to work those out and have this one final face-off with each other tonight at WrestleMania. What better way to kick off the night? What better way to kick off WrestleMania than with a multi-time world champion John Cena and of course a former world champion himself, Mark Henry. This has been a long season. I thank you for all your patience. I thank you for your commitment to watching this. It's been long. It's been very long. I finished Season 2 at the end of 2020, going into 2021, obviously. Finished it by the end of the year. I think the videos went up very early in January, and then I immediately started this season. I have been doing this season for 1 year and 9 months. That is very bad. There have been a lot of lows in this season. I feel like I've really struggled with this game. I feel like I've really struggled to make this work. But I feel like none of that matters now because we're finally at the end of this season. And a new season is on the horizon. Season 4, it's a big one. I cannot wait. We're kicking things off here between John Cena and Mark Henry, and of course tomorrow night on Raw I have a very big announcement to kick off Season 4 that I'm very much looking forward to finally being able to get out into the open. But anyway, let's focus on tonight. Let's focus on WrestleMania. All 9 championships are on the line, plus 3 singles contests set to take place, this being the first of those non-championship matchups. We'll also see later on tonight The Undertaker set to go one-on-one with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And on top of that, we've been told that Brock Lesnar will be competing tonight. He has been demanding a World Heavyweight Championship match. We'll see exactly what he gets later on in the night. But this is an absolutely huge way to kick off WrestleMania. As I said before, John Cena, notoriously a very beloved and big star in the wrestling world. And of course, Mark Henry, a man who has been capable of some of the most destructive scenes you'll have ever seen, of course. So we saw this Monday on Raw, Mark Henry bringing The Rock to his limit in a confrontation between those two. Big headbutt to the back of the head of John Cena there. Mark Henry able to take control pretty effectively here. It's incredible to think this is it. This is WrestleMania. I've been thinking about this ever since I finished Superstars, yesterday's episode of Superstars. Just like, wow, we're finally here. I really just, it was starting to feel like this was never going to happen. And like, I knew it was going to happen, but you probably understand exactly what I mean by that. It was just one of those feelings of just like, it feels surreal to know that this season is actually coming to an end, because it feels like it's just, I mean, so much has happened in life in the year and 9 months that this has gone on. When this season like started being recorded, there wasn't even a pandemic yet, and now we're not past it, but it's definitely like almost, you know, it's been like the entirety of it. A lot of life things have happened, a lot of personal things, and obviously worldwide things are just it's been a very eventful year and 9 months. I don't even know if I was in, no, I wouldn't have even been in the home I'm currently living in when I started this season. That really puts it into perspective big time. It's Mark Henry managing to go toe-to-toe with Cena, and I feel like in the early goings of this matchup, Mark Henry has actually managed to take pretty good control of this match tonight. Unfortunately, because of how delayed some of the uploads are, I don't actually have you guys' feedback on some of the matches that are coming up tonight, so I can't actually say who you guys predicted for some of the upcoming championship bouts and such. But I do feel like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I'll enjoy hearing them regardless. Obviously, I'll probably chuckle a little bit at some of the ones that are a little bit off. That's not meant as like a haha screw you. That's meant more as like a you know, obviously I'm gonna know who's gonna be coming up the winner. I have actually, obviously, as you can probably tell, decided that a few of the matches tonight I actually won't play. Kind of I'm a little mixed on who I'd like to see come out the winner in some of these matches. So obviously some of that will also come down to just me not wanting to see this AI perform though. So in some matches I will actually play. I'm expecting a barricade break count out at some point tonight. But yeah, I'll try to like let this one just happen as much as I can, because I'm very interested in the future. Obviously the thing is, I can't book anything for season 4 yet, because I need to know what the rosters are following the draft that will take place over the next coming week. I mentioned before on Superstars, or was it SmackDown? I can't remember now. But I mentioned before that the draft will be taking place immediately tomorrow on Raw. You'll have draft matches on Raw, draft matches on SmackDown, and then on Superstars, I'll be kind of announcing the results of the supplemental draft, the rest of the draft that will be taking place. Now obviously there's only about 20-something superstars on each show, so I'm thinking something like 9 draft picks per brand. Obviously I can't really go too big because the rosters are fairly small as it is, and you want to keep the brand mostly the same, because that's how the draft works. It's kind of like a partial change as opposed to like literally just taking everyone from Raw and putting them on SmackDown and vice versa. So I'm thinking maybe about 9, maybe 10 picks per brand, just so like it's kind of half and half mixed up.
An incredible series of moves there. Nobody's budging an inch in this one. Mark Henry controlling the waist.
Yeah, these two former allies, I feel like their issues really developed during their time in their group, the Crew. I feel like we really saw these two kind of have a power struggle amongst themselves over who was the bigger and better man, and eventually I believe it was Mark Henry who gave Cena the boot, if I'm not mistaken. Cena's had a pretty up and down year since then, but it all kind of comes full circle tonight. Cena, you know, he walked into last year's WrestleMania as the defending WWE champion and lost the championship to The Undertaker, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah, because he won the championship from The Miz in Elimination Chamber. It was a very short-lived reign for Cena. But they can't always be, you know, centuries long. Centuries is probably a pretty dramatic way of wording it, but you know what I mean. They can't always be as lengthy as I imagine a lot of superstars would like them to be. There's a lot of tough competition out there. I'm gonna say 6 minutes deep into this match, I don't really feel like either of these two slowed down just yet. And of course that's a big game changer in a match like this. This is the first match of WrestleMania. I think we'd hate to see this end in a time limit draw, but I'm not ruling those time limit draws out. They are entirely feasible possibilities to, you know, be the way that matches end tonight. Big clothesline there by Cena. Takes down Mark Henry from the corner. I do feel like Cena has managed to kind of slowly turn things around for himself, but I must admit, you know, I stand by it. The early goings of this match were very much not in the favor of John Cena. Whoa, I didn't realize how dirty my glasses were until I took them off, and the screen looked so much better, and that's with my terrible eyesight. I'll just quickly clean those off. That's a funny line. And following this match, we'll be seeing our first championship match of the night. I believe the Cruiserweight Championship 4-Way is up next. Should really pick up the pace here tonight. Obviously, this will be a more slow, kind of methodical, hard-hitting, hard-fight between two veterans, whereas that Cruiserweight match, I feel like it's going to be very fast, very, well, again, hard-hitting, but it's going to be very fast-paced, elimination style 4-way matchup. Cruiserweight champion Kofi Kingston defending against Rey Mysterio, X-Pac, and Sin Cara, all former holders of that Cruiserweight championship, in one major elimination 4-way. That comes later on. It's big superplex there by Mark Henry to John Cena. There's a lot of things that we'll have answered tonight. Can The Rock overcome JBL? You know, Triple H and Antonio Cesaro. We'll see if Cesaro can make the Royal Rumble winner record 3-0. Every Royal Rumble winner could be successful. And that could continue with Antonio Cesaro tonight. Submission hold locked in here by Mark Henry. It'd be amazing to see John Cena tap out. A very rare sight, but no. Cena fights his way out of that one. Henry. Big knee there by Mark Henry. Brings down John Cena as Henry once again finds himself in control. But of course, John Cena straight back up to his feet. We are almost halfway through the time limit of this match. And I do feel like these two have actually really managed to contain themselves in this match. I don't feel like this has been nearly as physical as I was expecting it. Now, that's not to say that this hasn't been a competitive matchup, but what I'm simply saying is I feel like, you know, I feel like this one almost needed to be a no DQ match. I feel like these two have too much bad blood between them to settle it in this fashion, but they're managing to kind of go out there and kind of have this competitive, more old school style just wrestling matchup with each other. But as I say that, of course, Mark Henry now finds himself to the outside. My God, seeing that giant pillar. I forgot those were there.
Mark Henry controlling the arm.
Cena and Henry back and forth, and a big knee to the leg of Mark Henry. Trying to take the powerhouse Henry off of those feet. And Cena now with a big fisherman suplex onto the exposed part of our outside. Obviously, with very thin padding, so it's not really too much better, but Cena dropping him directly onto this part where the announce table is here, which is completely unpadded, as you can probably just about tell. That's going to really make a difference. I'm so tired of hearing that will leave a mark in a match involving Mark Henry. I feel like they're making the pun on purpose and just being very casual about it. Henry sending Cena to the ropes, pulls him back for a big headbutt.
Quick thinking to avoid that. Henry's in trouble. Oh, wow.
Cena, I feel, has really turned things around. I was saying it the 10 minutes ago when this match had just started, how much this seemed to be Mark Henry's night going into it, but as time has gone on, I feel like this has definitely benefited Cena more. Now, could that be the size of Mark Henry coming into play there? Perhaps he's a little bit more fatigued, a little bit more worn out at this point in time. Oh, okay, that was out of nowhere. Mark Henry catching Cena into a world's strongest slam. That was very sudden. Will it be enough to put Cena away 11 minutes deep into this matchup? Cena shoulders it down, kicks out at 2. Well, I never. I really thought for a minute there that Mark Henry had put Cena away to kick off WrestleMania. I can't imagine what the future will hold for either one of these two following tonight. You got to think these non-title matchups tonight, they could very well lead to championship opportunities. Of course, the thing I like so much about the post-draft WWE is finding out where everything is headed, you know, who's going to be in contention for what, etc. Everything becomes a very clean slate, especially with that draft. Henry now, ever since that World's Strongest Slam, I feel he's really brought Cena down a step. Oh, okay, and Cena out of nowhere. Here comes an attitude adjustment to Mark Henry. Cena pulling Henry away from the ropes. Smart move. Goes in for the cover here. Has he defeated Mark Henry tonight? No. Only a 1 count on Henry. Henry really showing that dominance, asserting himself. You know, Cena's finisher only got a 1 on Henry, but Henry's got a 2 on Cena. That is a psychological advantage at its finest. Sends Cena into the ropes. Nice power move there by Mark Henry. So he now looks for a submission hold. Yep. Gonna try and tear Cena in two. Big knee to the head by Cena. Mark Henry now in control of John Cena. Sending him into that corner. Almost 13 minutes now into this match, and I gotta say, although I've mentioned, you know, the possibility of Henry being slowed down, of being a little bit more fatigued, he's still not that much. I feel like this has still been very even between these two. Big shoulder tackle sends Cena flying.
What a fierce kick. Avoids the impact there.
These two are so evenly matched. I can see how there was such a power struggle over the control of the faction that these two were once a part of. I feel like everyone from that faction has really come out on the upper hand. You know, you got two former world champions in Cena and Henry. You got a former tag team champion in R-Truth. And I mean, although Booker never won the big one, I feel like he really was, you know, bound to become a standout member of the crew, former member of the crew, had it not been for the fact that JBL did what he did to Booker T. And I hope that The Rock will make JBL pay for everything that he's done tonight. I really do. I'd love to see that retribution for so many people take place tonight when JBL sets foot in the ring with The Rock. A clothesline there by Cena brings down Henry. And now Cena, once again with this submission. We've seen this from both participants in this matchup, and I don't think it's necessarily about making the other tap out, it's about wearing them out.
Cena squeezing down on the head. Wow, what a sequence. Mark Henry.
And then driving the knees into the gut of Cena.
Henry with the arm. Nice dodge there.
Takes him off his feet, and now walking over the leg of Henry. We're almost 3/4 of the way into the time limit in this match, and yet I feel like we're not any closer to finding out who's going to win this one. By the way, referee really should be getting more disqualifications out there for eye rakes. Those are not legal moves, at the very least a warning. For some reason, he just seems to sit back and let it happen every time. We've seen eye rakes, we've seen eye pokes, all kinds of stuff to do with eyes that are definitely not legal.
These superstars looking for a victory, looking to build momentum. Look at him unloading with the Dez press.
Cena now coming in hard with those strikes, and it's no surprise that we've now seen Crimson busting open Mark Henry. Cena continues to, I think now maybe, kind of set the pace for himself a little bit, kind of have that advantage over Mark Henry. Kick to the midsection there as Cena now backing up.
A battle of wills now. And he gets out of the way.
Cena catching the arm of Mark Henry as he sends him into the... No, pulling him back at a shoulder. I feel like this is now becoming more of Cena's kind of advantage. I feel like... Oh, okay. I was about to say maybe him being busted open would help take control for Cena. Wow, look at that submission hold there by Mark Henry. 3 minutes 50 remaining on the clock. I feel like this one might actually go to a time limit draw, which would be such a shame here at WrestleMania, but whatever happens, happens, you know. We need a winner, in my opinion, but this one may not be able to be concluded tonight at WrestleMania. I know it's the show of shows, I know it's supposed to be the place where things come to an end, but that may not be the case. They just don't seem to be able to get enough. Cena now striking away at the face of Mark Henry. Once again, we've seen the submission hold quite a few times in this match from both participants. I'm so curious who's going to win this at this point. It really does feel like it's either man's match. I gotta say, obviously, I feel like the bleeding on the part of Mark Henry kind of, in my opinion, puts Cena at more of an advantage, but it doesn't mean that this one is Cena's match. Because Henry doesn't even seem phased by it.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
The knee of Henry. He has continued to target the legs time and time again in this. Now Boston Crab by Cena.
These competitors, wait a minute, refusing to give in there. What sheer determination.
2 minutes remaining.
Cena from behind.
This is an unusual way to kick off WrestleMania. I really thought we were going to have a decisive matchup between these heated rivals, but as I say, sometimes I feel like the time limit doesn't really work out too well in that sense. Unfortunately, that may be the case tonight, but we have to keep WrestleMania moving. We got 12 matches tonight. We need to see a conclusion in 20 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to have to go to a draw. Cena now coming in hot here. This could be his opening. Now, I know what he should do here, but I know what he will do. Yep, he'll go for a pin. He should have gone for the 5-knuckle shuffle. I was going to say, that's going to cost him. Now Henry coming in strong here. Minute 20 on the clock remaining.
Man, this has been a great matchup.
Guys may want to try and wrap this one up. I mean, I imagine that's all they are trying to do. Truth be told, I say that like they're not trying to win. Henry continues to take control of Cena. Cena catching Henry by the arm. Scooping him off of his leg with less than 1 minute remaining on the clock. We are down to the final 50 seconds of this matchup. John Cena in control of Mark Henry.
How is he still on his feet?
Gonna need to do something big soon, Cena, if you want to win this in time. 40 seconds.
Boy, he was able to reverse and get out of that. Narrowly avoids the attack.
Cena turning Henry over. Now Henry into the corner. Cena, again, a reversal by Henry. Less than half a minute remaining on the time. Henry turning Cena around. Cena shoving him off. A big shoulder tackle there by Mark Henry. 15 seconds. Do something. At least they use finishes in 2K14. That'll be nice. Scoop slam there by Mark Henry. Picking Cena up. 3, 2, 1. And if this was an over-the-top rope battle royal, the winner would be Mark Henry, but it's not. So unfortunately, the first match of the night ending in a draw. That's a very WWE 13 way to kick off WrestleMania 3. Great. Awesome. That's got me feeling real good about the rest of the night. As we move on to our next match, the Cruiserweight Championship is on the line in an elimination 4-way match. Well, of course, it wouldn't be WWE 13 without someone not being introduced on the way to the ring. This is it, the 4-way elimination Cruiserweight Championship match. Out first, of course, the Cruiserweight Champion Kofi Kingston, set to defend his title tonight against 3 former Cruiserweight Champions, Rey Mysterio, Cara, and X-Pac. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, I can only imagine. I really don't have any idea who's going to win this one. I feel like it would be kind of nice for Rey Mysterio to kind of get back the Cruiserweight Championship tonight. I feel like his first reign was definitely cut very short, and I feel like it would be great to see him win it again. But honestly, I could say the same for Sin Cara. I feel like, honestly, this guy's kind of recent shock win that got him into this match. You know, I feel like maybe that was fate. I feel like maybe the time has come for Sin Cara to finally get back on his feet and accomplish something major. I'm looking forward to this matchup a lot because I feel like this is one of the most unpredictable matches tonight at WrestleMania. I feel like most matches are fairly unpredictable, but I feel like this one really stands out amongst them as a match where I don't know. I really don't know who's going to win this one. Well, there he is, the third man out in this match. X-Pac, tag team partner of Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels, two people that will be in the same match later on tonight for the same championship. The Intercontinental Championship hung high above the ring in a 6-man ladder match. So unfortunately, not all of the Clique can walk out champions tonight. At most, only 2 of them can walk out champions, which I feel could maybe cause some tension. It depends on how things play out, and of course, how the Clique are able to handle that as well. They could all leave empty-handed tonight. The odds are definitely against them. No pyro sound effects. God, I can't wait to be done with this game. No pyro sounds, no introductions. No pyro sounds, no introductions, completely clueless on how to use their finishes 99% of the time. Tries pinning off of a comeback sequence. There is so much to hate about this game. Rey Mysterio, as I said before, this is my personal pick. I would love to see Rey Mysterio get the big one, capture the the Cruiserweight Championship, the Intercontinental Championship tonight. I'd love it. I'm very much here for it. That is my personal pick. And I can say that because I am not playing this match, just to clear things up there in case anyone was like, oh, well that means Rey's winning. No, I'm saying that because I'm not involved in this match. What happens here, happens here. I feel like this is the kind of match I can actually trust it. Maybe not to have a very good finish. It will probably screw the finish up somehow. But I will say that I'm very open to anyone that's in this match winning this match. So I thought I'd just leave it down to fate, you know. Rey going straight for Sin Cara. I hear these two are, you know, they're buddies. They get on fairly well, but they also kind of respect the competition and the hustle of it all. So, yeah, this should be a good one, really. This should be just a good one. When I can't get words out, just say that it's going to be a good one and shut the hell up. That's the way to go. Oh.
This could be trouble. Kofi with a nice reversal.
Straight off the top there. Now, of course, for those that maybe aren't familiar, if this is for some reason the first thing you've ever watched, etc., the way that these multi-man matches work is due to the surrounding nature of this kind of a matchup and the fact that things can very easily fall outside the ring and become a little bit of a mess out there. Every multi-man match is Falls Count Anywhere, and this, of course, will be no different. The eliminations can happen outside the ring at any given time, which I think kind of really builds some tension in this kind of a matchup. You just never know. You just never know when it's going to come to an end. I heard my favourite word. Kofi. Rey Mysterio going at Sin Cara. It's no surprise that Kofi Kingston and X-Pac will be going toe-to-toe. Of course, if you don't remember how X-Pac got into this match in the first place, it was a victory over Kofi Kingston, non-title on Raw. Kofi coming off the ropes, caught with a super kick to the chin from X-Pac, who then pinned him for the quick victory. It was a very short-lived match, but I will admit, not to make excuses for Kofi, he was coming fresh off of 2 Cruiserweight Championship defenses, one at St. Valentine's Massacre and the other at Elimination Chamber just 5 days afterwards.
And he dodges that one. Well, love him or
Kofi won the Cruiserweight Championship back at the Royal Rumble from Heath Slater. The man who will try to become WWE Tag Team Champion later on tonight when he teams up with his new buddy, Drew McIntyre, to face off against Edge and Christian, who are celebrating 1 year of being the most dominant tag team the WWE has ever seen. It's going to take a lot for Slater and McIntyre to win those tag team championships tonight. I'll tell you that now. This match is boiled down to, again, just two separate fights going on, one inside the ring, one outside. I don't know if maybe some tensions are boiling over between Sin Cara and Rey, or if they're having a good time against each other. I honestly don't know. All I'll tell you now for Rey is he could really do without losing more friends, as he recently lost Eddie Guerrero. Following this, we won't be seeing the last of the multi-man championship matches tonight, as the next matchup will be the European Championship that will put Daniel Bryan in a really tough situation as he is set to defend his championship against two former world champions in Sheamus and Randy Orton, as well as, oh wow, nice one Kofi, as well as Eddie Guerrero, who has recently pinned both Sheamus and Randy Orton, and the final inclusion of Jinder Mahal, who was kind of a strange addition, but did recently defeat Daniel Bryan.
He escapes the hole. And Mysterio's quickness gets him out. Single leg Boston Crab being applied. Very damaging. In the rope.
Uh-oh.
Controlling the waist. This is what WrestleMania is all about. Oh, man.
I do wonder who will be first out in this. One of the biggest shockers that I love but hate to see in these kind of matches is when the champion is the first one out. It's entirely possible. It's absolutely a possibility. But it always leaves me in a really conflicted place. It's great to see that kind of guaranteed new champion. It's a very exciting feeling, but at the same time, you hate to see the champion, you know, defeated so easily.
He's left the ring. This could get it. Oh no! With the arm. He whipped that one.
Let's go.
Mysterio takes a
Grab
hard
something to put
shot.
on my feet because my feet are very cold.
X-Pac will be looking to take advantage of this lull in the action. He's a crafty veteran. Big elbow. Kofi squeezing down on the head.
Yeah, crazy actually. Not to go off topic and say something really boring, but I guess that's kind of the catch to a heatwave. We had our hottest summer over here in the UK, and I think because of that, the now cooling in the temperatures, we hit September, late September, or the later half of September. Literally just ended it. I feel like now that we've entered that, it's like the cold feels way colder than it normally would. And Sin Cara going for that big silly move of his, the armbar. That thing is, I'm sorry to say it, that thing is useless. I like Sin Cara, but I feel like he needs to stick to other finishing maneuvers if he wants to win this one. Roll up on X-Pac. Okay, X-Pac turning it around. Kofi's rolled up. Kofi turning it back around on X-Pac. I have a feeling this is going to go on for a while here. X-Pac on Kofi. I've got to keep an eye on that. You never know what's going to happen there. Pin attempt from from Sin Cara on Rey, but unfortunately the referee not even able to see it. X-Pac and Kofi continuing to exchange roll-ups with one another. This has happened in the past, and it will happen again, I'm sure of it. This is going to go for a while, and it's a kick out. So all of that was for nothing. Kofi.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their X-Pac in control.
Big super kick by X-Pac to the Cruiserweight champion Kofi Kingston. 2 pin. Also, already know X-Pac didn't go for a pin. Roll up attempt here, covered by X-Pac. Oh, okay, Kofi Kingston is out. I believe that should have really counted as a pin against Sin Cara as well, but unfortunately this is what I'm talking about. The champion out first is both exciting and unfortunate. You hate to see the champion take a loss so quickly, but at the same time, you can't help but now be excited for the possibility of who is going to be the next Cruiserweight champion, because now we know that the winner of this match will be the next Cruiserweight champion. And I love that part. That part gets me pumped. Moved by Dolph Ziggler. That's not, I need to stop saying that. I have a problem.
seen Cara gets taken off his feet. X-Pac into the headlock. The Frankensteiner. And he's out of the ring again. Whoa! Oh, and he eats the canvas.
High-flying action in this Cruiserweight Championship match. We have a new champion guaranteed. I'm sad to see X-Pac go, but I'm now very invested in who it's going to be that walks away the new Cruiserweight champion. Who it's going to come down to, and all sorts of stuff. These are very exciting matches. From behind. I feel like Kofi never really got much of a start in this match, truth be told. He was, facing off with X-Pac for a majority of the match on the outside, and then, of course, that led to him being eliminated on top. Another attempt here by X-Pac on Rey Mysterio. Oh boy, more of these. Okay. Who's going to get eliminated here, or are we just going to watch these two roll back and forth for a while? I feel like it's the latter one. I don't even know why I asked. And it ends in the hell again. That's great.
Neither individual is going to back down here.
Kofi.
Great counter there from Cesaro. Working the gut. What's he going to do here? Counter by Mysterio.
Mysterio now up top as he... Oh, okay. Met with a super kick there by X-Pac, by Sin Cara. Cover attempt here by X-Pac on Rey. Rey is out. So it comes down to this. It's either X-Pac or Sin Cara to become the new Cruiserweight champion. This would be a major underdog win for Sin Cara should he win this. I kind of feel like these were both underdogs coming into tonight, though, truth be told. So this has left me in a very interested place for this match. I really don't know who I think the winner is going to be between these two. Cover attempt here by X-Pac. I guess that's it. Fair enough. X-Pac is the brand new Cruiserweight champion. I gotta say, he really earned that too. I mean, he pinned all three participants in this four-way. Very, very well-deserved victory tonight for X-Pac. Well done to a brand new champion. A very big way to kick off WrestleMania. That Cruiserweight Championship changing hands. And of course, the odds were always stacked against Kofi Kingston. But I gotta say, I hope this isn't the last we see of Kofi Kingston around championship gold. I feel like this was a great performance here tonight between all four of these superstars. But X-Pac really earning that Cruiserweight Championship tonight. As we must now move on, we have another, after the first match between Cena and Henry, another guaranteed 20-minute matchup. It is the European Championship Scramble, as Daniel Bryan is set to defend against Sheamus, Eddie Guerrero, Jinder Mahal, and Randy Orton. That match is up next. Okay, I couldn't remember if they read it or not, but I guess they don't, so I'll read it myself. This is the European Championship Scramble. There are 20 minutes on this match. Two superstars will start in the ring, and every 5 minutes, a new superstar will enter the ring. If a superstar scores a pinfall or submission over another superstar, he will become the current champion. Whoever is the champion at the end of the 20 minutes becomes the official European champion. Now, obviously what that means is that every champion in between those 20 minutes will not be the new European champion in the history books. As here comes the current champion out first. Wow. Luck of the draw, I guess.
Making his way to the ring. From Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 192 pounds, he is the European champion, Daniel Bryan.
Now, I've said this before and I stand by it. Daniel Bryan is at a big advantage here, as well as the person that he's up against. I know that normally in this kind of a multi-man matchup like the Royal Rumble, for example, the people that come out first are generally considered the ones with the disadvantage, as they've kind of got an uphill struggle to go. They need to survive against all those other men. Well, in the championship scramble, I find that the more the ring fills, the harder those pinfalls and submissions become to obtain. So it's really down to the first few out to try and make the most of that time and get a pinfall submission early. So it looks like it'll be Daniel Bryan and Eddie Guerrero kicking this one. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, this man is going to be just full of himself if he ends up picking up a victory here tonight, winning the European Championship. He recently turned his back on Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio was unsuccessful in capturing the Cruiserweight Championship. So for Eddie Guerrero to then be able to walk out of WrestleMania the new European Champion, I think would really be just icing on the cake for this man. This new version of Eddie Guerrero that we've seen, I cannot wait to not see those weird glitched shaders on his back too. There's so many things about this game I'm just really looking forward to being gone. It's gonna be nice. This is the third match for me. 9 more matches of this game left to go. How many times can it screw him up? That's the real question. Eddie Guerrero set to start things off against Daniel Bryan, and this should be interesting. Eddie Guerrero currently has a victory over 2 members of this Cruiserweight Championship scramble. He defeated both Sheamus and Randy Orton, the only former world champions in this match. So that's a good start for Eddie, and I feel like this is perhaps an interesting dream match, so to say. I feel like some people would absolutely love to see these two one-on-one with each other again. We're only three matches deep, and I'm currently 50 minutes on my recording, so this is gonna be a very long night for me. I'm glad that I started this as early as I did. I normally leave things a little bit late. I'll like record. I'll have between like 10 and 6 at night, that is, and I'll normally record at like 3. I'll leave it like really late. I started at 11 today. Well, it must have been a little after 11. I was setting up at 11 because it's currently just gone 5 past midnight. So I got a long night ahead of me, and I got to set up all of Season 4 as well. I have a lot of it already set up, but I got to do some finishing touches. You know, I'll have to update some of the champions and stuff, for example. But I've got a lot of it already ready, thankfully, so shouldn't take too long. I don't even remember the superstar threads, but I've made all of them in advance. They're all already ready. I made them like a couple months ago, I think around the time I did the Rumble. I just took one night and just went, I'm gonna just do everyone's threads whilst I'm bored and I've got the time. And I did. So they're all already ready. I don't remember any of them at this point, but they're there. They're ready. They're good. Well, I mean, I don't know if they're good, but they're okay. They're prepared. He hadn't even applied the hold yet when he was saying that. Well, interestingly enough, these two are very technical wrestlers, so I don't feel like we'll see a pinfall or submission in the first 5 minutes. I feel like these two will want to really pace themselves and have a kind of all-out back and forth with one another, like they are. That ramp is pretty solid. I think they can go right to the stage if they want. As I said before with the 4-way match we just saw, these multi-man matches are all falls count anyway. You never know where things are going to end up. But frankly, if you can't be counted out, you can't be trusted to ever get in the ring and actually finish the match. So all multi-man matches are falls count anyway for that reason and that reason alone. You can't count out 3 different guys. So this is the only real way around that. Well, in 2.5 minutes, we'll be finding out who the third man into this match are. Still to come is, of course, Jinder Mahal, Sheamus, and Randy Orton. Orton and Sheamus, no strangers to the European Championship. Oh no, sorry, Orton did not hold the European Championship. Orton helped Sheamus lose the European Championship. He himself has never actually held the European title. But Sheamus is no stranger to the European Championship. In fact, Sheamus is the only man, barring Daniel Bryan, to have ever held that title. Interestingly enough, both Jinder Mahal and Eddie Guerrero have never held singles championships, so this could be a really big night for the both of them. They might have been hardcore champions, but I tend not to count that one just because it doesn't really spring to mind. The hardcore championship changed hands so many times that remembering the reigns of that one are kind of hard.
Any one of those shots could give you a concussion.
Barring like Ryback and Goldust, I wouldn't really say any of them were that memorable either, truth be told. I remember David Otunga winning it. I remember that. I think Bryan held it at one point. Over the head of Eddie Guerrero and a big drop kick off the top rope.
What a match.
Following this matchup, we've got the World Tag Team Championship, the first of 2 tag team matches coming your way tonight. It's going to be Awesome Truth up against the newly formed Jeri-Show. A couple of years in the making of this matchup. I'll tell you all about the story of that match, obviously, when we're there, but needless to say, this is going to be a big night for both Big Show and Chris Jericho to kind of prove themselves against a man that they have both simply had enough of, and that is The Miz. Unfortunately, R-Truth is just kind of caught in the crosshairs here. Crossfires, I mean.
What strength.
A submission hold there by Eddie Guerrero as he tried to put Daniel Bryan away, but a bold move to try and force Daniel Bryan, a submission specialist, to submit. Now, Daniel Bryan could make it through these 20 minutes without any pinfalls or submissions, and he would still be the European champion. We don't have to see a win in this match for Daniel Bryan to keep his European championship, and that's one of the things I like so much about this style of matchup is, unlike Cena and Henry, we will still have a winner if this one, well, this one will go to a time limit because that's how this match works. As we count down the final seconds, here comes Sheamus. The longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in history. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus out next. And it looks like he has not forgotten about being stood up by Eddie Guerrero as he goes face to face with him. Daniel Bryan is not going to like being ignored. He tries to find his way back into this matchup. Now, Daniel Bryan and Jinder Mahal are actually the only 2 Raw superstars in this European Championship Scramble. I'm trying not to focus too heavily on brands tonight, because of course, after tonight, none of that matters. The draft is up. We don't know who's going to be anywhere. So we've got to wait and see. We can't really put too much weight on who's on Raw and who's on SmackDown right now, even though this is the only multi-brand match, barring the Cruiserweight title match, happening tonight. And to be fair, the Cruiserweight title match only had 1 SmackDown superstar and 3 Raw superstars, so I think we're fairly even in these tertiary title matches. This is Eddie, nice! Way to break up the pinfall attempt there. Sheamus has really got to capitalize because you can see both Daniel Bryan and Eddie very fatigued, and for the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Sheamus has got a very strong advantage over the other 2 people in the ring. I wonder if it'll be Randy or Jinder in next, you know?
He fails to connect. He's putting those educated feet to good use. And he missed that one. Looked like he wanted to rip his leg off on that move.
And he's slow to move in there as Sheamus is just kind of watching these 2 tear each other apart. And I believe Eddie already applied that move. Is that the last of no passo? I believe that is.
Connects with the abdomen.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I like Eddie Guerrero a lot, but I've only ever seen like kind of like July 2005 to like when he passed away. I've not exactly seen a lot of Eddie Guerrero, and I didn't watch weekly at that point, so I'm not very familiar with Eddie Guerrero's work, and I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. I'm able to appreciate. I really liked him in just the short, months I saw him for. I just don't actually know him as well as I feel like I do. I feel like I remember him like so much about him, but it's weird when I remember that it could only ever have been months. Unfortunately, he passed away at the end of the very year I started watching, so, and I've never seen like, I've not gotten to the point in WCW where he's around yet, so I've not seen a lot of his work still. I'll get there. I'm watching a lot of stuff on the network as we speak. I'm up to 1994. Royal Rumble 1994 to be specific. So I'll get there. I'm just not there yet. Well, this match feels like it's really hit a weird stagnant point here right now, and I guess that's to be expected when you get 3 men in the ring, because there's not really anyone to kind of distract the third guy. I feel like the falls are best going to happen when we get to 4 people at this point. I feel like the whole time it's 3. It's going to take a lot, because no one ever sells anything. We've got just a whole ring. Oh, a whole ring of unprofessional behaviors. People. Worded that so good. Bro kick there, saved by Daniel Bryan. That definitely wasn't for Eddie Guerrero. That was because as it currently stands, Daniel Bryan is the current European champion.
And he gets out of the way.
Daniel Bryan and Eddie both got those battle scars at this point in this matchup as we hit the 9-minute mark for those two. Sheamus been in there for 4 minutes and hardly taken any offense. I feel like Eddie and Daniel have been very hard to get apart from each other. But I think Eddie, I mean, not that I think Sheamus minds. A lot of black, grays, and reds in this match right now. The color palette of Daniel Bryan is very prevalent in this match. Submission hold applied here by Sheamus on Eddie Guerrero as Daniel Bryan grabs the steel steps, and of course there's no disqualifications in this match. But imagine if Eddie were to tap out here. Daniel is wasting a lot of time outside the ring just playing with those steps, and yep, that came back to bite him because Eddie Guerrero just submitted. I heard someone smash some glass in the back, and that meant that Sheamus is now considered the tentative European champion. So if he can make it the next 10 minutes without any pinfalls or submissions, Sheamus will be the new European champion as these two now work together on the big man. And here comes, who will it be? It's Jinder Mahal. So Randy Orton will be the one with the advantage of being the final man in, but also the disadvantage of only having 5 minutes to try and get a pinfall or submission, whilst loads of people are filling the ring. It's a really mixed position for Randy Orton to be in, because technically he's got an advantage. He's going to be going in there 100% when everyone's going to be very worn out. But at the same time, how do you get a pinfall or submission when there's this much going on in the ring at all times? And you're just kind of there as the extra 5th guy is the thing as well.
Incredible agility on display with that move. Oh, we got him. Eddie's in trouble.
Sheamus, slamming down Eddie Guerrero. Daniel Bryan going toe-to-toe with the man that defeated him 6 days ago on Raw. Oh my god, okay. I thought we were about to see a high cross on the concrete. I think that would have removed Eddie from this match, truth be told.
Looking for the submission. Whoa! And he fights his way out. Goes behind. And he dodges that one.
It looks like we've kind of hit another lull in the match here as Sheamus and Daniel Bryan have kind of forgotten themselves. And look, Jinder Mahal is also wearing black, white, and red. What the hell? I swear this wasn't intentional. I mean, why would I make that intentionally? Ah, yeah, you know, I'd really love for everyone to have the exact same colors on. I just think that'd be so good. Doesn't make sense. Nice move there by Sheamus on Eddie Guerrero. Daniel Bryan with a label lock on Jinder Mahal, though. Sheamus might want to do something about that, and he realizes it. But Jinder was able to fight back, and of course Daniel Bryan hadn't really done a lot of damage to Jinder. He never really got a chance to. Nice move there by Eddie. Simply. Cover attempt here by Daniel Bryan. And he gets him. Jinder Mahal has been pinned by Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is once again the tentative European champion. And did Eddie Guerrero just notice him a brogue kick? I can't ignore that. That's not okay. Eddie.
Let me remind everybody, there are no countouts. These competitors can stay out here as long.
Can stay out here as long.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has
Well, it is back to Daniel Bryan as it currently stands.
I still don't see him giving up.
European Championship could end up intact still for Daniel Bryan. Another label lock on Jinder. Well, there's no need to make Jinder submit, but I guess Daniel Bryan, he's a fighter and he wants to fight. Plain and simple.
You know, Jinder fights pretty good for someone who grew up a pampered rich boy. Cover here.
And Jinder pins Daniel Bryan. Now Jinder is the tentative European champion. So this title in this match has gone from It's gone from Daniel Bryan to Sheamus to Daniel Bryan to Jinder Mahal. Now a cover attempt by Bryan, broken up by Eddie Guerrero. And look at the state of Daniel Bryan, my goodness. So Jinder Mahal is the current front runner to become European champion. As long as no other pinfalls or submissions happen in the next 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Sheamus with a big fallaway slam to Daniel Bryan with those steel steps, and Eddie setting Jinder into the ring. Sheamus very wisely going for a cover here whilst both men were down, but unfortunately it wasn't quite quick and slick enough. Look at the state of Daniel Bryan. Wow. These guys have gotten real physical in this one. Kick out there by Sheamus. Wow, what a strike. Taking down Daniel Bryan.
Again, this is no disqualification. That's right.
And now Shawn. What's he looking to do here? Powerbomb on the exposed concrete. Cover attempt here by Sheamus. Eddie pushing Jinder off wasn't quick enough. Sheamus is now the tentative European champion. 5 minutes and 20 seconds. This has definitely been the most eventful championship scramble we've ever had. Normally there's like 2 title changes in the whole match. Who will be the official European champion? There's still time. Eddie has not yet picked up a victory over anyone. 3 seconds remaining, and here comes Randy Orton. And he broke the color scheme. Damn it. At this point, I was hoping he was wearing black, red, or black, white, black, gray, something like that. But I mean, he needed a little bit of red and black on him, basically. That's what everybody else has got. But I think Sheamus is more of a navy. Randy Orton really standing out amongst these 4. Although they're about to form a faction against him. Well, Randy has got an uphill struggle from here, as I mentioned before. He's only got 4.5 minutes, and he needs to get a pinfall quick on somebody. He's got to keep someone away from the other 3 members of the match. And he's got to get that pinfall / submission real quick if he wants to leave with the European Championship. He is really on a time limit here. I mean, everyone is at this point. But everyone is hurt except for Randy Orton, who is very fresh in the match. Nice suplex there by Daniel Bryan. Current champion Sheamus leaving the ring as Orton goes for a cover on Eddie. 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes for that championship to change hands once again, or Sheamus will be the first ever 3-time European champion. Roll-up attempt by Daniel Bryan on Jinder Mahal. Gets him. Daniel Bryan has got the European Championship back with 3 minutes 40 left. Randy Orton contesting that. He is not too pleased. It doesn't matter. You can complain all you want, Randy. You need to get out there and do something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jinder. No. Oh my god. I hope he's going to be okay. Cover attempt here from Sheamus. I'm going to pretend I did not just see Jinder Mahal kick out of a high cross on the concrete at 1. Cover attempt here by Sheamus on Jinder Mahal. Randy breaks it up. 3 minutes remaining. Daniel Bryan has gotten back the European Championship as it currently stands, and what he's doing right now is exactly what he needs to be doing. He needs to keep his distance, and if he hears anyone getting countered, if he senses a submission hold, if he sees it on the big screen or something, he needs to go break that up. But otherwise, I think he needs to just keep his distance. I think Daniel Bryan needs to preserve his energy, especially in the state that he is currently in. And I think he's playing a smart game right now. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Just let it run out. Just let it run out. Why waste your time on anyone at this point? 2 minutes and 20. Daniel Bryan feeling real cocky. Yeah, he seems to be almost invisible to everyone. I have a weird feeling this is another WWE 13 glitch right here where Daniel Bryan is no longer a part of the match. I don't mind. Gets his hands on Eddie Guerrero. I guess he decided he wanted to get involved again. Another high cross on the outside. My God, is Jinder going to be okay? Cover attempt here by Sheamus on Jinder Mahal, and Daniel Bryan and Randy both running over, but unfortunately, Sheamus was the only one outside the ring, and he really capitalized on that. 1 minute 45 remaining on the clock. Sheamus, the tentative European champion right now. Big kick across the head of Jinder. Sheamus now grabbing that steel chair, and everything's legal in the championship scramble.
There are no countouts in this contest. This match could end up anywhere. Watch out! Ooh, head first into the chair. Oh man.
Of course, he's going to continue to make Jinder suffer. I don't know what his problem with Jinder Mahal is. Eddie getting pulled over by Randy Orton. Clever move here. Randy, the only one in the ring. Unfortunately, only a 1 count there. I don't think Daniel Bryan has got it in him to continue competing at this point. It's showing. There's 1 minute on the clock, and he needs to reclaim his European Championship. Right now, it looks like Sheamus is going to be the next European champion. We're going to see our second title change tonight, unless Daniel Bryan can get it back here. Pins Eddie Guerrero. And Eddie's continuing to kick out of everything. I tell you, Eddie is really hanging in there. In a situation where he should be down and out, Eddie has continued to hang in there so well. 30 seconds plus on the clock. Daniel Bryan going for another cover attempt here at Eddie. Randy very quick there. I don't know quite why he's helping Sheamus, but he is. Sheamus with the submission hold. I don't know why everyone's so concerned with breaking it up. Sheamus is already the tentative European champion. It doesn't matter. I think it's pretty safe to say that Sheamus has won this European Championship match unless something big happens in the next 7 seconds. They don't seem to realize. And that's it. Sheamus has done it. Sheamus has won the European Championship, and we might need to get Jinder Mahal to a hospital. Well, that is a devastating loss for Daniel Bryan, but hey. Played a smart game in this one, and Sheamus has kept the European Championship. I mean, he's no stranger to championship scrambles. Retained his World Heavyweight title and won at SummerSlam of 2010. Sheamus still your European champion as we continue with tonight's WrestleMania show. 2 20-minute matches have already happened tonight. Let's hope we can get some short matches soon. I mean, I like the long matches, but I don't really feel like we're going to get through this very quick at this rate. As up next, the World Tag Team Championship is on the line. It's Awesome Truth and Jeri-Show. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again, The Miz is a very decorated individual when it comes to his history with championships, but perhaps one thing that stands out quite significantly is his run of reigns as tag team champions. Miz is one half of the first ever WWE Tag Team Champions with Chris Jericho, who he later turned his back on and replaced with The Big Show. He has also held the Tag Team Championships with Zack Ryder and one other superstar. And as recently as now, as you can currently see, he's also a former, or current World Tag Team Champion. I was a former, probably because I was talking about his former championships from before, but he is the current World Tag Team Champion with R-Truth as well. Now, I'm very interested in seeing how this match will play out. Of course, as I kind of just mentioned a moment ago, there's some history there involving both Big Show and Chris Jericho. Well, as I mentioned before, R-Truth kind of caught in the crossfires here of the Miz's issues. The Miz's issues, I meant to say. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I feel like Big Show and Jericho, they've got their issues with the Miz. Unfortunately, R-Truth, he's the tag team partner with the Miz. He's kind of caught up in the middle of this. What I mean by that, though, in case you are curious, is that the Miz, as I mentioned before, he won the WWE Tag Team Championship alongside Chris Jericho back in 2009 to close out the year. He ended up replacing him with the Big Show. Jericho ended up challenging for the tag team title at WrestleMania 1, and shortly after Miz and Big Show retained, Miz and Big Show kind of had their issues, and Miz ended up becoming the WWE champion and kind of, you know, becoming not a solo star. He ended up leading the Misfits, but he definitely had his issues with them. And I feel like, you know, Big Show, for the longest time heading into WrestleMania tonight, was being pursued by Chris Jericho. Jericho was insistent that Big Show needed to team with him. Fucking cat. All those background noises are hearing. He's really wired right now.
Introducing the challengers first. From Winnipeg, Manitoba, weighing 231 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Jericho making his way down the ring first here for this World Tag Team Championship match. As I was saying before, shortly after WrestleMania, I don't think it was long afterwards, that Miz kind of abandoned the Big Show. He kind of turned his back on him too, focusing on becoming a WWE champion instead. And there was never really that much bad blood. There was never really some huge rivalry between Big Show and The Miz. But just a moment, please. I found that. Sorry. I had to stop Blackjack from tearing up the paint off of one of our walls because he's been doing that a lot lately. He's found that if you scratch at it, it comes off, and it's a really fun play toy. Fucking cats, man.
Standing 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, the Big Show.
I guess I forgot. Yeah, well. No problem, I guess. You know, he did the same to you. Why aren't you upset about this? You deserve to be everything that The Miz has been. It should have been you. Big Show, kind of paying no mind to this, continued to team with Ken Shamrock towards the end of last year. But earlier this year, upon having to see his partner Ken Shamrock leave, Big Show tried to avenge Shamrock by defeating the man that sent him packing, JBL. And after... Actually, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of the letterbox! Hey! Oh my god, he's like breaking our fucking letterbox. Why? Just calm down. Anyway, so, Big Show was convinced at this point, after losing to JBL, that there was, you know, he'd hit rock bottom, but one man continued to believe in his potential, and that man was Chris Jericho. He insisted that Big Show deserved more, and eventually Big Show attacked The Miz because of the words of Chris Jericho, and he said, you know what, you're right, I should be tag team champions with you. And that brings us to here, to now, to this match you're seeing right in front of you. I'm gonna have to go away in a second and make sure that this cat calms the fuck down, because I don't know what's gotten into him, but he is being a little shit right now. Oh, Miz is in control here for a second. A lot of people suspect that tonight will be the night that Jeri-Show end the reign of Awesome Truth. A lot of people, I don't feel like Awesome Truth is a tag team that seems to have really captivated a lot of people, I'm going to say. And I'm not really sure why. I feel like it's such a great combination, but I guess I'm alone on that one.
He's putting those educated feet to good use. I like to backdrop.
He's with a back body drop there to Chris Jericho, and he grinds his boot across the face. 20-minute time limit here once again. I wonder if this one will also go most of the time limit, if not all of it. I'm going to say, interesting to see that Chris Jericho started things off here tonight. I kind of expected him to just, you know, let Big Show do all the dirty work. So I must admit that has come as a, I guess you could say, pleasant surprise.
Are you surprised at all by the reaction these fans give them? Well,
really thought he was about to like go into the same thing that I was saying.
Let's see, how would I put it? R-Truth is not what you'd call the most stable of individuals. R-Truth controlling the head.
What did you say that for?
Hey, I hope that little Jimmy makes a guest appearance here tonight. Jericho has the arm. This match is being televised around the world in 18 languages.
Jericho in control of R-Truth. Nice move there by R-Truth. I feel like the Awesome Truth, they are known, I don't want to keep calling them the Awesome Truth, they're just Awesome Truth. I feel like they've really put on some great tag team matches in their reign as tag team champions. They won the championship back around Christmas time, so it's been just gone 3 months as tag team champions. This is one of the Miz's longest tag team reigns. To say, I'm not going to deny, you know, the Miz has a track record of turning his back on people, but I feel like he's been a great part of the R-Truth, and I feel like we've really seen a great rise up from these two. I kind of was talking about this on Raw with The Rock. I feel like he's been humbled lately. He's kind of seen the error of his ways, and we've seen a better man made out of it. Jericho in control now as he walks left and right in front of R-Truth. Submission hold applied here. I'd be shocked to see this one end there, but I don't really feel that's the point in that submission hold. That one was to wear and tear on R-Truth, so they say.
Jericho likes to call many of the other WWE superstars frauds. Well, Jericho doesn't think anybody's the real deal except himself.
Big Show in the ring. We've seen how destructive this big man can be. So we'll see what he can do in this tag team matchup. He has dismantled R-Truth recently. He's not really ever gotten his one-up on The Miz for when he suffered a loss to The Miz, which kind of really hurt his momentum at one point during his time on Raw. And that's R-Truth for you. He just don't care what's happening around him as long as he gets a good dance in. R-Truth goes over and makes a tag to The Miz as Big Show kind of takes his time. And of course, I imagine The Miz has got some kind of frustrations and upset that he wants to resolve in the ring with the Big Show. But Big Show almost not giving him that satisfaction as he makes the tag out.
7 feet, nearly 500 pounds, is the world's largest athlete, the Big Show.
Nice move there by The Miz. And Big Show grabbing The Miz as he went to celebrate it. Sending him in the ring, and obviously it's Jericho who's standing above Miz, but Miz catches Jericho there, drives his face flat into the mat. Cover attempt here by this former WWE champion. Is that going to be enough? No, it's not.
Not this time. A sick deck breaker.
That is definitely, he's definitely saying the word deck there. Big Show now coming into the ring to meet The Miz one-on-one. Miz catching Jericho, trying to catch him Big Show with a big strike to the midsection right away. Smart move by The Miz to go straight in on the offense. Don't give Big Show a moment to take control. Because if you do, that will happen. It's only going to go downhill from here the longer the Miz lets Big Show be in control. I don't necessarily know that he can, that he's letting him be in control though, if you know what I mean.
How wise is the Miz? How smart is the Miz? Oh, what a painful kick. Not fast enough.
Big Show really going toe-to-toe with The Rock on 2 separate occasions recently, and although he came up short, I feel like the fact he was able to go so long with the #1 contender for the WWE Championship says all that it needs to about the potential of the Big Show.
Miz with the arm. The big boot connects. Oh man, that is one way to bring down
Miz
a
taking
giant.
Big Show off of his feet. And I think the Miz is a little distracted here by Chris Jericho.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing
Big
the
Show.
most
Why on
must-see
earth,
superstar
Miz, would you turn your back on the Big
history.
Show?
What a stiff headbutt.
Well, one match I have very, very much been looking forward to seeing here tonight is up next. The United States Championship is on the line. Damien Sandow set to defend the championship against Dolph Ziggler, and we've been told Damien Sandow is not 100% following his brutal confrontation with Triple H 2 days ago on SmackDown. But once again, he was warned, if you don't show up tonight, you'll be stripped of not only your US Championship, but your Money in the Bank briefcase as well. You must compete at an event as crucial as WrestleMania.
He missed.
So Sandow has got a tough choice to make here tonight, and we'll find out whether or not he'll be competing up next.
It's Soul in the ring. Got the arm off.
Big Show catching the Miz. Uh-oh! Miz caught by the throat and a huge choke slam by the Big Show. Brings down the Miz. Cover attempt here on the World Tag Team Champion, and Miz just about kicks out. Now Miz turning Big Show around and straight into a skull-crushing finale. Cover attempt here from the Miz, and an instant kick out by the Big Show. Miz running over to his corner, but R-Truth seems to have dropped off. I think Miz may have accidentally caught the ropes there, which kind of rebounded R-Truth off. I don't think that was double crossed by any means, and yet there you go, R-Truth is in. Nice big boot there by R-Truth. Surprised he's able to get his leg that high. Man, the way that R-Truth's face just collided with the knee of the Big Show. Now submission hold applied here by the Big Show. Is he going to be able to force a submission out of R-Truth? No. So far we have seen 3 new champions crowned here tonight. Wait, is that right? No, sorry, 2 new champions. I thought we'd already seen another championship match. We've seen 2 new champions crowned here tonight. It's just that we've seen 3 matches. That's what I think was the mistake there. But both championship matches tonight have seen titles change hands. X-Pac, the new Cruiserweight champion. Sheamus, the new European champion. Will Jeri-Show continue that and win the World Tag Team Championships? Well, right now, they are the ones in control. And Miz is not looking great off that choke slam either. I'm amazed he was able to kick out. Brought down there is Big Show now. Seemingly backing out for a second. I guess he just wants to catch his breath, maybe.
The drama. This is
electric. As off the ropes goes Jericho, and oh, very slick there into a roll-up attempt here on Truth. Truth able to kick out though. Truth would have been another one of those big kicks. Does him very effectively.
Hard kick to the ribs.
Staring straight at the Big Show as R-Truth does a little bit of R-Truth. Thank God that's the longest taunt on earth. Throws Truth into the corner of Jeri-Show. Tag made once again to the Big Show. I couldn't help but notice that Jericho is favoring the abdomen. So perhaps he's starting to suffer some minor injuries in this ring, and he needs to preserve that energy. Submission hold applied here, center of the ring, and when you're someone as big and as strong as the Big Show, that's got to be a comforting position to be in. You know Truth's not going to power out, but Miz was able to come in for the save there. Back in the corner of Jeri-Show as Big Show looks to make a tag out, but Truth with the reversal. Nope. Big Show with the reversal. Truth with another reversal. And now Truth sending Big Show into the awesome Truth's corner. I've called them that again. I just keep saying it. Let's kick to the head of the Big Show.
Is in deep trouble.
Deep doo-doo. Nice kick there by R-Truth.
After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that soup's going to be on his diet.
Big Show's up to his feet and he strikes. And the big man is coming in hot right now. Ooh. Oh boy, look out, Truth. Ooh. Of course he goes for a cover off of that, wouldn't he? Kick out attempt there by R-Truth, and kick out by R-Truth, and a nice lie detector there by R-Truth connecting. He runs to his corner to make a tag out to the Miz.
It's been so physical. That's not good.
Miz caught headbutt by the Big Show. Miz is down, but is he out? Cover attempt here. And, just about. Big Show catching Truth by the catching Miz by the boot. And Big Show now calling for the WMD. That huge knockout blow on the Miz by the Big Show. That giant fist connecting, and Big Show and Jericho are your new World Tag Team Champions. Now, you guys predicted it, and you were absolutely right. A very hard-fought battle from the defending champions, but this has got to be a moment of pure satisfaction for the both of these two. Back at Christmas time, Big Show lost those championships in a handicap match to Awesome Truth when Shamrock walked down on him. And here tonight, Jericho has been here for him, and they have won the World Tag Team Championships together. Awesome Truth down and out tonight. More new champions crowned, and speaking of more new champions, will we see another new champion crowned? Odds are looking like yes, with Sandow suffering some kind of an injury. He may not even be able to compete tonight, but either way, the United States Championship match is scheduled to take place next. Well, I guess he's here. I guess he's got to compete, really. He didn't have a choice. There he is.
The following contest is for the United States Championship. Making his way to the ring from Palo Alto, California, weighing 247 pounds, is the United States Champion, the self-professed intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow.
And there he is, undoubtedly the breakout superstar of Season 3. Mr. Money in the Bank, Champion of Champions, European Champion, United States Champion, all in the span of 1 year. And right now, that Money in the Bank briefcase has a 100% success rate. And in the possession of Damien Sandow, I'll be interested in seeing if that can continue. Damien Sandow, your United States Champion, set to defend the title against Dolph Ziggler, and I have a feeling Dolph Ziggler is going to blow the roof off this place tonight. People have been rooting for him for a long time. Quick correction there, we don't have a roof tonight. I don't know what I was saying. Sorry, my mistake. I forgot. This is an open roof stadium. Well, following this match, we will hit the halfway point tonight at WrestleMania. The Intercontinental Championship 6-man ladder match set to take place next. Justin Gabriel in a real struggle as he's got to defeat 5 men and retrieve his championship first from high above the ring. Dolph Ziggler is determined. This is his moment. This is what he has been working towards. Can he do it? Can he finally capture the United States Championship? Back in early 2010, Dolph Ziggler became United States Champion around May of 2010. He dropped the championship a week later when he was screwed out of it by Mr. McMahon. He has waited a long time for another opportunity at the championship, and finally tonight, he's getting it. There's no way out of this for Damien Sandow. This match has to happen. And again, Sandow cannot get disqualified. He cannot get counted out. He has to win this match with a pinfall or submission to retain the United States Championship. If he gets disqualified or counted out, Ziggler will be rewarded the championship. So this is it, and obviously no surprise here, Damien Sandow. This man has definitely sustained some serious injuries at the hands of Triple H. Sandow once again evading Dolph Ziggler. And he tried to go for a clothesline there, but Ziggler kind of moved out of the way, and it seems like Sandow now going straight in on the offense, but Ziggler catching him by the arm and using that as a weapon against him as he brings him down to the mat. You can expect a great matchup between these two, honestly. Two people I believe are the future. Two people you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled on in Season 4, I bet that. Submission hold here by Damien Sandow. I mean, by Dolph Ziggler on Damien Sandow. A lot of people wondering if Damien Sandow will cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase tonight. Obviously, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line between Triple H and Antonio Cesaro. I can't think of a more prime opportunity to steal the show than to cash in your briefcase in the main event, the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Ziggler controlling the arm.
A main event, not the main event.
Elbow to the bridge of the nose.
Ziggler taking down Damien Sandow, and Sandow's head obviously very fragile. He really doesn't want to reopen that wound that Triple H kind of tore open on SmackDown. Triple H really made an example out of Damien Sandow. And I feel like that all came from a place of warning to Antonio Cesaro. Triple H really went all out on Friday night. We saw a very vicious side of Triple H. Side suplex there by Dolph Ziggler.
Oh man, that knee looked painful. Big kick echoing around the arena.
Sandow sends Ziggler into the corner, and as he comes off the corner, he catches him into a big knee.
Sandow on a roll here. Oh, it could be and he's in a world of trouble.
I'll say this one will be very competitive, I imagine. It won't be pretty. I think we're going to see that mean streak side of both of these two tonight. They've got so much to prove.
Oh man, what a knee lift. Damien.
Sandow still has, by the way, for those wondering about his Money in the Bank briefcase, he still has until July to cash that in. He's got until the next Money in the Bank event takes place, which could actually be over a year on the contract. He's got literally up until the next event takes place to cash in his briefcase. I do wonder what will happen to the fate of his briefcase if he were to get disqualified or counted out tonight. We've been told that if he didn't show up, he'd be stripped of them. There was nothing said about her. I think they're safe now that he's actually come out to compete. I think those were only at risk if he didn't show up tonight.
Ziggler.
I would have wondered what would have happened though. Would there have been a match to determine who would have taken the briefcase, or would it have simply just been retired for that year? Like, just taken away and then forced to expire. Clothesline into the corner there by Damien Sandow, and then a big elbow drop. Here comes a cover from the champion, but Ziggler was able to kick out of that very quickly. So vicious, your voice breaks into a whole new octave.
Ziggler quickly kicks out. With the championship at stake, you know
that clothesline there, but Ziggler with a reversal, and now Ziggler sending Sandow over the ropes.
Tremendous aggression.
And hey, I guess Ziggler can get Sandow counted out to win the title. In the same way that Sandow would get his opponents counted out. And Ziggler gonna take a note out of Triple H's book and maybe dish out a little more punishment to the already not 100% Damien Sandow. I cannot wait for the AI to not be as obsessed with those. It will be so nice. 7 more matches. Wow. Damien Sandow playing into the fact that Dolph Ziggler walked away by playing to the crowd. And oh, nice move there by Sandow, actually. You could tell he was able to sense that Ziggler was behind him. It felt like maybe he kind of baited Ziggler into a false sense of security. And Sandow wasting no time going for the terminus here on Dolph Ziggler. Cover attempt here on the challenger. Has he retained the United States Championship? Quick kick out by Dolph Ziggler. Sandow remaining on the offense though, wasting absolutely no time. And as he takes him up to the top for one big superplex, he got all of it. Cover attempt here again on Dolph Ziggler, and again, Dolph kicking out. Big clothesline brings Dolph down, and now Sandow, what's he going to do here? Okay, camel clutch. Interesting move to pull at this point for the United States Champion Damien Sandow. I think I definitely called it on the brutal side of Sandow coming out in this one. And Ziggler once again sends Sandow out through the game.
Skull-crushing impact, and he dodges that one. This attack to the Skull King. One has to be
Sandow taking Ziggler to the barricade now.
Oh yeah, any one of those shots could give you a concussion.
And well, I suppose nothing was said about if Dolph Ziggler got counted out. Sandow may have found a loophole here.
And he missed that one.
Ziggler running in back into the ring though, and Sandow, you could see the annoyance on his face as he re-entered the ring. Ziggler catching Sandow and now choking him out with this sleeper hold. This sleeper hold that Ziggler has recently won with. Damien Sandow is in a very dangerous position right now. The blood is flowing to the head, the damaged head of Damien Sandow. Is he going to be able to actually hang in there? Or is Damien Sandow going to be forced to tap out? The United States Championship is on the line. And Sandow fights back. So far we've seen nothing but new champions crowned tonight. Sandow, I would imagine, wants to break that mold. And Ziggler with a German suplex on the outside. The neck breaker there by the challenger. Dolph Ziggler in a tough spot now as Damien Sandow has managed to do his damage. That sleeper hold a moment ago I really thought could have been the end of this one. Dolph Ziggler in control of the United States Champion now, and Ziggler, you could see it, the frustration brewing in front of this huge WrestleMania crowd. Yet the stress is getting to Dolph Ziggler. Side suplex to the center of the ring by Dolph. Cover attempt here on Sandow. Can he win the US Championship off of that? No. Big clothesline there by Damien Sandow. Oh boy, this could be it. This has got to be the finishing point in this matchup. If Sandow can connect with the terminus here, and he does. Sandow with a terminus. What is he?
He catches him with the axe handle, and he gets out of the way.
What's Damien Sandow doing? He didn't go for the cover. Sandow up top, elbow drop to Dolph Ziggler. Again? A second elbow. Oh no, that time it did not work out. I don't know what Damien Sandow was thinking there. Should have gone for the cover off the terminus. Oh wow, that was a rough collision for Dolph Ziggler.
He's got him hooked.
You know Sandow, he wants to get counted out so bad right now.
And he gets back in.
Once again playing evasion on Dolph Ziggler. Sandow caught there, Dolph Ziggler taking a leg of Sandow. This could be a focal point in this matchup. Referee always gets in the way of these. If there's one thing I've learned, he does not like to see people reach the ropes. But Sandow manages to. Sandow striking away at Dolph Ziggler. Oh, a lot of strikes by Sandow. He's going up again. We've seen this elbow drop multiple times from Sandow. And again, I really feel like he's trying to hurt Ziggler in this match. Really trying to say that I've had enough of you. And here we go again. For the second time in this match, Damien Sandow going for the terminus on Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler pulls out from the ropes. Sandow can't believe it. Furious.
Controlling the head. Oh, that knee landed perfectly. And he gets leveled.
There's Sandow going. Sandow leaving the ring. What's he doing? Dolph Ziggler watching on. I think Damien Sandow grabbing a steel chair. If he gets himself disqualified, he will lose the United States Championship. And Dolph with a big strike there to the face of Damien Sandow. Sandow with a clothesline. The United States Champion coming back inside the ring, steel chair in hand.
Now back to the ring.
And he's up to Dolph. Dolph choking him out. Dolph catching Damien Sandow off guard as he was holding on to that steel chair. Sandow was considering getting himself disqualified here, which would have lost him the championship, but he got locked in the sleeper for the second time, and that's a forced tap out for Dolph Ziggler to finally end the United States Championship reign of Damien Sandow. He does not be so loud. It's 1 in the morning. I'm sorry, I'm excited. Well, it has finally happened. Dolph Ziggler defeating Damien Sandow. We have seen so many championships change hands already. Well, Dolph Ziggler is the brand new United States Champion as we move towards our next match of the night, the 6th match of the night. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line as we reach the halfway point. My voice is already dying. This is going to be a fun night. As we now move on, we've got to just keep rolling, really. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match is next. Could this not have been one of the occasions where they screwed up and didn't, like, introduce? Did he have to say all of that for no reason? Well, this is not a Money in the Bank ladder match. This is not for a briefcase. This will not get you a title shot for 1 year. But there is no 6-man ladder matches in this game other than that. So unfortunately, this isn't actually registered as a championship match in the game. But just know that it is actually for the Intercontinental Championship, as you probably should already know. This is a high-stakes 6-man ladder match. I'm very, very nervous about how this one's going to go down because, yeah, this game plus a 6-man ladder match sounds like we could have another 40, 50, 3 days. See, you thought I was going to say hours, but I said days. That's the wacky part. But yeah, this could take a while. So, I guess we'll see. I mean, it could end up ending really quickly too. That's totally possible. I ain't ruling that possibility out. But, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I honestly, I don't know how long this this is going to take. What I do know is that championship is going to be hung high above the ring, locked inside of a Money in the Bank briefcase because we don't have any other briefcases handy. And the winner will be the Intercontinental Champion. The question is, can Justin Gabriel keep his Intercontinental Championship? He worked so hard for it. I'm rooting for Justin Gabriel, but I wouldn't be upset at pretty much anyone else winning this ladder. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that I think would be a bad outcome in this matchup. I feel like maybe Shawn Michaels' ego and the way it's been out of control just lately, I feel like him winning the championship would be a little bit disastrous in that sense. Obviously, actually, I feel like at this point in time, if Nash or Michaels, either one of them won this ladder match, it's kind of causing a bit of friction amongst the clique, because then there's only going to be one member that isn't holding a championship. So that's an interesting point I hadn't really thought about before just now as those words left my mouth. That could cause some trouble amongst them.
Representing the clique from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 308 pounds, Kevin Nash.
Big Kevin Nash makes his way down to this ladder match. We've got just 2 more participants left to come out. The Intercontinental Champion himself and this man's partner, Shawn Michaels. I say partner very loosely. There has been some real friction amongst the clique lately, but when I say that, I mostly mean Michaels and the other 2 members. Like, the other 2, they're perfectly fine. It's Michaels that appears to be the issue amongst the clique right now. Very interested in seeing who comes out with the Intercontinental Championship. A ladder match is just so unpredictable. You don't know who's going to be the winner. Nobody knows. There's no way of predicting this whatsoever. You can root for someone, but I truly believe you can't know. And there it comes.
Representing the clique from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 227 pounds, the Hungry Kid, Shawn Michaels.
The man that walked into the first ever WrestleMania as WWE Champion. Now, unfortunately, he didn't walk out of WrestleMania WWE Champion, but he did walk into WrestleMania as the first ever WWE Champion. And that's a pretty big deal, truth be told. One for the history books forever. Will he be Intercontinental Champion here tonight? Shawn Michaels is currently 0-2 when it comes to WrestleMania. He's lost the WWE Championship and he's lost the WWE Tag Team Championship. He's never actually won a match at WrestleMania. This will be his first year where he isn't involved in a match against Christian at WrestleMania as well, so that's an interesting point to take into consideration.
From Cape Town, South Africa, weighing 213 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Justin Gabriel.
Of course, here comes the Intercontinental Champion, the South African sensation, Justin Gabriel. Such a great superstar. I think he's really had a phenomenal rise to this point. And as I've mentioned many times on the road to WrestleMania, this is his third WrestleMania. He's competed at all 3 so far. And every single year, this man has been in a multi-man ladder match. He won the United States Championship in a 4-way ladder match at the first WrestleMania. And last year, he lost in a 6-man Cruiserweight Championship ladder match. He wasn't the champion going into that one, or either of them. Obviously, he won the US title, as I mentioned before. But this is it. The Intercontinental Championship locked up inside that briefcase, hung high above the ring. One of these 6 men will be leaving it with the championship. And I am very, very intrigued to find out exactly who that is. Thank God we aren't actually using a Money in the Bank briefcase. So it's a plain black one. That's good.
Goes Mahal. 1,
This is the halfway turnover point for WrestleMania 3. From this point onwards, we're counting down the final matches. 2 World Championship matches still to come. A much-awaited match between AJ Lee and Lita for the Divas Championship. We've got Brock Lesnar's match, which is up next. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker set to go one-on-one. And we've got the WWE Tag Team Championships as Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater challenge Edge and Christian for the WWE Tag Team titles. I think that's everything. I hope I'm not missing something really important there. 2 championships, 2 world titles. Yep, that's everything. 6 more matches. That would make this the halfway point. Yes. Well done. Well done, genius. My voice is really dying. It's really weird. I can record, like, me and Sari, we just recorded 3 hours of Zelda. And that's fine, I can do that. And my voice will be perfectly fine. But if I record 2 hours of this, I'm like coughing and like my throat hurts, and I mean it could probably just not have helped that I did 3 hours of something before this, but I'm pretty sure it's the way I'm talking when I do this, as well as you know, like reactions and stuff, and on top of that there's also
absolutely a thing of beauty. This match just keeps getting better.
Like all these yeah, it's like there's like, you know, me reacting to things, and obviously like I'm like talking like non-stop to call the match, whereas like when I'm recording other stuff, we'll like go quiet sometimes and stuff. You know, like there's room to breathe in other games, whereas in like this I'm like always talking, so I think that's probably a big part of it as well. I get like little breaks in between matches, but they're never very long. Kevin Nash might win the Intercontinental Championship there, but that was interesting. He kind of hopped off and Bret Hart picked it up right out from under him. It was like a magic trick. Bret Hart now up in the top. Bret Hart has been pursuing the Intercontinental Championship for a very long time. It'd be very interesting seeing if he can win it here. Kevin Nash might want to do something. God, this game, huh? Well, Bret Hart has captured the Intercontinental Championship. I'm going to roll with it because this is a very long show and I need it to end anyway. So, unfortunately, that's like a 1-star match, I'm already very aware. Sorry. I'm not too pleased with that one myself, personally, but Bret the Hitman Hart has just captured the Intercontinental Championship at long last. I have a feeling Shawn Michaels is going to be livid at Kevin Nash's inability to have stopped him from capturing that championship. But hey, it is what it is. Bret Hart is the brand new Intercontinental Champion, and the show must go on. I'm just sorry that was so short-lived, but there's not a lot I can do about it. As we move on to the next matchup, we will find out who will meet Brock Lesnar on this huge stage up next. Here we go. Match 7 tonight at WrestleMania 3.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 295 pounds,
Brock Lesnar demanded a match. He wanted a World Heavyweight Championship match, but it couldn't be given to him. So simply put, a challenge has been made here tonight. We've been told there is one unbooked superstar at WrestleMania that wants this opportunity on the spotlight, that wants Brock Lesnar, that is willing to go toe-to-toe with someone this destructive. And I am very curious exactly who it is that we're about to see come through that curtain and face this man on a stage this huge. Who's it going to be? Oh my god. No way. Could it really be? It's been 1 year. Oh my god, there he is. Of all the people I could have expected to be the person that Brock Lesnar would be facing. Oh, someone got rid of that hack Justin Roberts, thank God.
Weighing 290 pounds, the Animal
This is absolutely massive. For those of you that don't remember, at the end of Season 2, Batista was forced to step away from the ring because of injuries sustained at the hands of Brock Lesnar. He swore on the night that he had to walk away that he would be back, and the first person he would come for is the man that has now stood outside the ring ready to face this guy one-on-one. We have waited a whole year for this guy to come back for this very moment. I can't believe it's actually happening. This is incredible. Former World Heavyweight Champion Batista coming out to the ring here tonight. Don't mind this, we're still playing 13. Yep, we're definitely still playing 13. So here we go, Brock Lesnar going straight in for the strike, and Batista... Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I knew this one was going to be physical. We knew this one was going to be fast. It was going to be hard-hitting. This one, I mean, we didn't know. We didn't even know who this was going to be between, but... I want to point out, by the way, in case you wonder why the arena looks different, WrestleMania was recorded in WrestleMania is airing. Do you remember WrestleMania 2 in 1986? The other WrestleMania 2, not our WrestleMania 2. Well, we're doing something very similar. We're actually recording, I keep saying recording. We're actually live from 2 different locations, and yeah, we're just at the different location. Very similar setup, but you'll notice some small changes around the arena, like the big WrestleMania logos in the crowd and stuff. So I just wanted to quickly clarify for anyone that was wondering what was up with that. Yeah, we're actually in a different arena for the other half of WrestleMania. So you'll have to forgive me. It's just that the other arena, it really stunk and it was very glitchy and bad. So we decided to cut the other arena to just the first half of WrestleMania. Surprise! So here we go, WrestleMania. I feel like WrestleMania 3 is about to get a lot better from here on out. With a big elbow to the chest of Batista. I cannot believe we are actually witnessing the in-ring return of Batista at WrestleMania, no less. What a huge moment to see this guy make his comeback. And I need to get the timers back in the corner because we don't actually currently have one. And I tell you, Batista, oh, he's been waiting a long time to dish out this punishment on Brock Lesnar. Spinebuster. Cover attempt here by Batista. Is he going to be able to defeat Brock Lesnar? A 2 count! Can you believe it? A 2 count! Oh my goodness. They do exist. You know what's going to be really crazy? If Brock Lesnar was to decide that it was time to use a finisher and he didn't go outside and keep attempting a barricade break over and over again. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens though, won't we? I mean, I'm sure that it's still a probability, right? This is still season 3 after all, so I mean, hey, expect it. Batista going for a strike there with Lesnar moving out of the way, and Batista taking down Lesnar. Big kick to the head. Batista calling Lesnar. He's saying, hey, come on, I'm not done with you. Lesnar sent into the corner here by Batista. This former world champion taking Lesnar up onto the top rope here. And here comes, I'm sure, one huge superplex by Batista as he drops Lesnar center of the ring, flipping him over now. Batista locking in that submission hold, the Batista bite. My God, we haven't seen that in over a year. We've seen a lot of people do it, but none of them using it as a finisher quite like Batista, and that makes all the difference. Batista deciding to release the hold, and oh man. I haven't seen anyone manhandle Brock Lesnar like this in a good old while. I tell you, I think Batista has been waiting for this moment for quite some time.
Oh, look at the emotion. Moving on pure instinct now. What will it take to finish this superstar?
Lesnar up to his feet. Batista spear. And the animal is calling to end this one to finally get his year-long awaited revenge on Brock Lesnar. I can't even believe Batista is here still. Batista bomb, center of the ring. Oh, that's a much better sound when he hit the mat too. Really felt that. Batista into the cover on Brock Lesnar, and Batista with one hell of a comeback here tonight. Just laying waste to Brock Lesnar. I might need to speak to the production crew about maybe not showing these, because I don't really feel like they add very much. But man, did it feel good to see that. The Batista bomb once again. And here comes the most pointless replay. Oh, okay, they didn't show the 3 count replay. That's good. I always hate that replay.
Here is your winner, the Animal Batista.
I like this guy. We need to keep this guy introducing everybody. It's he's got a great voice. Much better than Justin Roberts. Much better. Oh, there's that face. I've missed seeing that. Well, the Animal is finally back, and I think it's safe to say he'll be a part of the 2012 draft that starts at the season premiere of Season 4 tomorrow night on Raw. What a fantastic surprise return here tonight, and what a finishing shot as we move towards our next match of the night. The WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line. This new alliance of Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre, well, they've finally stepped up here tonight, and they are going to be facing Edge and Christian up next. I'm so curious to see if this new team is exactly what we've always needed to put an end to this near year-long reign of Edge and Christian. Here we go, WWE Tag Team title time. After this, just 4 more matches to go, and that's WrestleMania in the books. So far, every championship defended tonight has changed hands.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and is for the WWE Tag Team Championship. On the way to the ring, at a total combined weight of 468 pounds, they are the WWE Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian.
That was their entire entrance he introduced them for. So here come the challengers, this newly formed team of Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre. Really looking forward to seeing these two compete as a team for what is only the 2nd time. They literally formed a team just a couple weeks back on SmackDown. It came as a surprise to everybody when these guys were given this opportunity off the back of the kind of crumbling of the SmackDown Tag Team division. Of course, with the draft just around the corner, I'd like to think that perhaps the time will come for us to see some new teams emerge, maybe see some of the newcomers that will come in Season 4 come over and help. What is this? What is this? Oh my good, what is this?
Challenger, at a total combined weight of 488 pounds, representing 3MB, Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre.
This is very different Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. Slater has been making some new friends lately on Raw and SmackDown. Obviously, he's been pretty tight with Jinder Mahal for a while now, but that's definitely the last thing I expected to see tonight when it comes to Drew McIntyre. I mean, hey, I'm all for it. This is pretty great. One of the most successful tag team wrestlers of all time, Drew McIntyre. His history with the Celtic Cross tag team partner Sheamus, and Heath Slater's obviously, you know, used to be a tag team partner with Justin Gabriel. They were pretty great as tag team champions. I feel like Slater has really helped revive the career of both Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. This is amazing. I love this. 3MB. Well, we didn't get a championship introduction, but this is for the WWE Tag Team Championship, believe it or not. Yeah, see, they just said so themselves. Edge and Christian. Oh, big right to the eye there. Nice to see Edge finally change up his gear. It's been a long time that man's been wearing the exact same outfit, but recolored.
The kick connects.
I mean, surprised to see Jinder Mahal here at ringside after his last match. Boy, he grew that facial hair out quick. All in the matter of like a couple hours, maybe. Well, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre standing by as Heath Slater is currently going toe-to-toe with Edge. Let's not forget it was WrestleMania 2 a year ago. We saw Edge and Christian become the WWE Tag Team Champions for the first time. They won a steel cage match against D-Generation X, the current Worldweight Champion Triple H, and former WWE Champion Shawn Michaels. A very huge accomplishment for Edge and Christian as a team. And as I mentioned before, the second time in WrestleMania history that Christian defeated Shawn Michaels. She is 2-0 against Michaels at WrestleMania. Just a little interesting fact for you there that doesn't really add any depth to this match in particular. I just like kind of speaking about that kind of stuff because I find it interesting. But yeah, this is definitely a match I've been looking forward to, and now unveiling 3MB. This really changes a lot here. I couldn't choose who I wanted to see win this one, I'll be honest, so I just said, you know what? Whichever team wins, I'm happy. I don't care. This is a great match. These are two of my favorite teams. Anything can happen here. Drew McIntyre sending Edge flying off the apron as Christian goes toe-to-toe with Heath Slater. McIntyre and Christian maybe shifting their focus a little too much. Okay, there you go. I forgot to put the time limit and the display counts and stuff on, so I will remember to do that in between matches. I hope this came as a nice surprise to everyone. I hope you guys don't just do the usual weenie thing that I get a lot of, where they're like, well, I kind of knew you were going to go with 14. I knew you were going to do it early. I knew. I didn't, but I did. I knew. I literally had no indication that you were going to do this, but I absolutely knew it was going to happen. Like the really like anti-fun comments where they're like, well, I just kind of, I had a feeling, I just expected it because I'm great, okay? And everybody sucks, but I'm the best. You know those comments? They exist, believe it or not, even if you are listening to this going, what the hell are you talking about? No. These are based on something that I have experienced many times. But I hope this game is a pleasant surprise. As I mentioned before, I think this might come as a surprise to you, but I hate WWE 13. So I came to this realization a while back. I was like, how do I get Lesnar on the WrestleMania card? Because he's not involved in the World Title match. How do I do it? And I went, well, I feel like a Batista match would make so much sense. Finally bring that one full circle at WrestleMania. It'd be huge. It'd be great. I'd just use 2K14 for that match. And then I thought about it a little longer and I went, but I hate 13 and I have a feeling it's going to absolutely ruin the main event because I know what that game is like. It sucks ass. So I thought, well, WrestleMania 28 is in 14. I might as well just use 14 for the other half of WrestleMania. So I thought it would be just a pleasant surprise. I won't be doing this in any other games, don't get me wrong. It's just I felt like for this one, the sooner I could stop playing 13, the better. And then I get to use 3MB as well, which is great. That was actually a last second change, just for the record. I already gave it away before, but before Mr. Glenn Jacobs went and ruined himself, the plan was always to have Edge and Christian face off against the Brothers of Destruction, but someone had to go and be a big fucking dumbass. So, yeah, that was kind of a last minute change. And I'm very happy now, actually, because it means that we get 3MB, and I don't care if people are watching this are like, I never liked 3MB. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because I think 3MB are amazing. I loved this group. 3 super talented guys being ultra charismatic. I don't know what's to hate. I've just realized this match doesn't have a time limit. Oh no. Oh, Slater catching Christian with the sweet. Imagine if 3MB defeat Edge and Christian. He almost didn't have to imagine it. Sorry, it's going to take a while to get used to 2 counts again. I haven't seen them in, you know, a year and 9 months, pretty much. I gotta, like, get used to the fact that 2 counts are actually quite standard, like that. Edge caught by Slater. Slater, big impaler DDT. Was that Edge's execution that Slater just hit him with? Oh my god, imagine beating Edge with his own move. Ooh. Oh, that was a close count. Oh my god, I forgot how suspenseful 2 counts are. You actually don't know what's going to happen. It's so much more exciting. Edge back up to his feet here. He's fired up, and Slater, oh my god, I tell you, 3MB are really riding a lot of momentum right now. Edge and Christian have been in trouble pretty much this whole match.
What kind of condition is Edge in? He looks like he's heading into deep trouble.
But it's great to finally see what Heath Slater's big WrestleMania plans were. I am loving every minute of this. I might be alone in this, you guys might be cringing through your teeth, but I am loving every second of this. This is the best. Drew McIntyre fighting back against Edge here. And Edge has definitely had his, Drew McIntyre has definitely has Drew McIntyre has definitely had his exchanges with Edge and Christian in recent memory. The Celtic Cross, obviously Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, they have definitely had a lot of encounters. It feels like Edge and Christian have definitely got their issues with Heath Slater. They keep going for him, even when he's not the legal man. By the way, I know a lot of people probably prefer Edge's look in his more modern attire. For some reason, his other arm tattoo is missing even in that attire, from what I remember seeing. So I guess he just got rid of his tattoo. I don't know. For some reason, I'm pretty sure when I was going through Superstar threads, I remember this one. I don't remember a lot of Superstar threads because I don't remember the red attire for 3MB at all. But I like it. I'm happy to see it again. I'm like, wow, I did that? That's cool. Even though all I did was make it red. But I'm pretty sure I remember when I went through Edge's outfits, I was like, I didn't really want to use the same outfit he has in 12 and 13 because I just get so bored of seeing it. But I think I realized that like his tattoo was missing even in that one. And I just kind of said screw it. I was like, okay, well, I'd rather use this attire because I think I did a few Superstar threads, and I start with Christian because obviously I worked down the list alphabetically. What are you doing, Slater? I worked through the list alphabetically, so I go down to Christian. I did Christian's first, and then... Oh, that's one thing I remember not loving about 14, is those rarely ever work. Don't care though, not really that big of a deal in the ultimate. I mean, I can have either 1 counts in every single match or hot tags not work in tag team matches. I know which one I'm picking. But yeah, I did Christian's attires and then I did Edge's and I was like, oh god, these look horrible on that. That attire is really hard to do threads for. It's got too many layers to it, so like matching it with Christian's didn't work very well. So I was really happy to just use this attire, because I've always really liked this one more, personally. Cover attempt here by Drew McIntyre on Edge, sorry. And I feel like if it wasn't for Drew McIntyre, we may have very well seen the end of this reign. I mean, sorry, if it wasn't for Christian, we would have very well seen the end of this reign for the Edge, for the WWE Tag Team Champions Edge. My god, I can't get words out right now. Oh. Well, that's it. I mean, Edge was getting outnumbered for quite some time. He was really struggling in this matchup. I feel like 3MB were just on a roll non-stop in this match. Edge and Christian, I feel, really struggled to find themselves. And I feel like we've seen kind of a passing of the torch, so to speak. That was the finishing move right there, I believe, in this matchup. Drew McIntyre getting a pinfall victory over Edge, and just like that, Slater and McIntyre, 3MB, are your new tag team champions.
WWE Tag Team Champions, representing 3MB, Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre.
We have seen nothing but championship changes here tonight. Every single title has changed hands at WrestleMania thus far, and I'm starting to wonder if Triple H and Antonio Cesaro and The Rock are about to have a great night to close things off that way, because those are the only 3 championship matches left. We also have the Divas Championship match, AJ Lee and Lita still to come. But up next, we're going to have ourselves a non-championship match, the final non-championship match of the night. Stone Cold Steve Austin insisted he wanted a fight, and he's going to get it tonight. He's going to get one hell of a fight, because it's Austin and The Undertaker up next. Here we go, we are back here at WrestleMania. I've just quickly fixed all of the match types and everything.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So Stone Cold Steve Austin is now set to go one-on-one with The Undertaker. I will be honest, this was quite a late addition to WrestleMania. There's not a whole lot of backing to this, but simply put, Austin has been on a tear just lately. He has been hurting people left and right, and Undertaker simply just the man to stand up and say enough is enough. I will take you down, Austin. You need to be taken down a peg, and I will be the one to do it. That is what I believe is the motivation of The Undertaker as he is getting ready for his one-on-one match with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I feel like this is going to be potentially a standout match here tonight at WrestleMania. 3 more championships to be determined following this match, and then we are out. The Divas Championship up next. Right now, here comes the dead man, The Undertaker.
And approaching the ring from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, The Undertaker.
I'm going to miss his old look, but unfortunately the time has come to change it. I'm sorry. The Undertaker in true form here tonight. Stern look on the face as he makes his way down to the ring to go one-on-one with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I can't even begin to imagine what kind of a matchup we're going to get, but I will tell you this, I feel like it's going to be a treat. I feel like this is going to be one to remember. Sure, there may not be much behind this match, but you look at who's in this match. I don't necessarily think you need a lot of justification to want to see a match between these two. The Undertaker, as he has not really shifted his focus from Stone Cold Steve Austin the whole way down. What a huge night this WrestleMania has been so far, and we aren't over yet. Still 3 more matches, as I said before, and of course we're still at this one. Hasn't started yet. Definitely not over yet. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker, 2 people that are undoubtedly championship bound following tonight, win or lose. Stars through and through in the WWE. Well, here we go. Oh my god, Undertaker straight in with a DDT. There you go, there's a time limit back. Good to see. There should be counts again too on the pin. So a quick strike to the back of the knee of The Undertaker, and he brings him down with a bulldog. This one will be fast, it'll be heavy, but I feel like as time goes on... Well, actually, I'm gonna stop right there. I was about to say I feel like it's going to benefit, and I was going to say a name, but the thing is, as I went to say a name, I didn't actually have a name to say. I don't know who this match is going to benefit more, truth be told. I don't know why I went to pretend that I did. I have no idea who the bigger and better man is between these two. That's what this is really all about, I think. Who runs this town. And as I said before, this may not be necessarily a contenders match, but I think you're looking at 2 guys that will absolutely be in contention for a world championship by the time this one is over. I'm going to take a shooting into the corner with that clothesline. Undertaker is truly someone that I feel could rough Austin up quite a bit. And you think about the actions of Stone Cold Steve Austin lately, more specifically what he did to Mankind. And I tell you, I hope that he gets a taste of his own medicine tonight against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Big boot there by the Undertaker to Stone Cold. And yeah. Fourth suplex from one to another. Elbow there by the Undertaker. Austin catching him though. Now Austin taking Undertaker taking Austin into the corner. And a belly to belly brings down Stone Cold Steve Austin from the dead man. This is Undertaker's first WrestleMania where he has not competed for a world championship. In fact, Undertaker was almost not at this WrestleMania. SmackDown management finding the perfect opponent for Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight in the... Well, I mean, to be fair, they didn't find the Undertaker. The Undertaker found Stone Cold. Austin was beating the hell out of CM Punk when Undertaker came out and simply stared Austin down, and that was all we needed out of Undertaker for us to have this match set here tonight. No words, nothing. And then Austin hitting Undertaker with a stunner 2 days ago in a match between Undertaker and Tensai. Austin interrupting that matchup and striking down both with stunners. Say there's not been too much on the road to this matchup, but I feel like all the same. I think that's what I was trying to say. I wasn't actually really sure. I kept going to say something. I was like, I don't really know where I'm going with these words. Yeah, all the same. Undertaker is ready for this revenge tonight. He is definitely taking it. My God, he is just laying into a Stone Cold. I don't get to say that too often in Austin's matches.
And he hits him with an impressive combination of kicks. Austin controlling the waist.
Interesting sounding fan chanting in the crowd there.
This is what WrestleMania is all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Austin taking it back to Undertaker into the corner. I hope this isn't our second time up tonight. I have a bad feeling it might be, but I mean they do know how to use finishes from what I remember in this game, so there is that. I think the literal worst thing about this game that I can remember is that, much like how the AI was obsessed with barricade breaks in 13 because they were new, I think it's a little obsessed with pop-up finishes in this game. So we might see some really silly finishes, but they're not too bad. I don't like the pop-up pedigree is downright the dumbest finisher ever, but like a lot of them are pretty cool. A lot of them are alright. It's like the barricade, not the barricade break, the apron DDT that I know they do a lot in this game. Again, I don't really mind that move that much. That doesn't really bother me. I just hated the barricade break because it was just every match needed one as far as the AI was concerned, and it always had to be that the match then ended in count out too. Austin bringing down the Undertaker. I'm very interested in finding out, still to come tonight, who will be the faces of, well, I say Raw and SmackDown, we don't know. The World Championships could change hands, will change brands, sorry. Tomorrow night in the draft, and of course Friday night in the draft as well.
A nice reversal by the Undertaker. He was able to reverse that back and forth. How do these superstars keep doing it?
5.5 minutes deep into this match, and I noticed that Undertaker is just as agile as he was at the very beginning. I tell you, for a guy his size and stature, I think a lot of people forget just how fast the Undertaker can move.
This is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching.
Austin there, now choking him out with a sleeper hold. Is he going to be able to force a submission out of Austin? I would have to assume not. And that is said with all due respect to the Undertaker. It's just, I simply don't think Austin is a very tap-out kind of guy. We want to congratulate all of our new champions here tonight From X-Pac to Sheamus to Jeri-Show, 3MB, Dolph Ziggler, and Bret Hart, we have found a lot of new champions tonight. A clean slate almost entirely across the WWE. Big chokeslam there by The Undertaker. Just a 1 count. Okay, well, we got 1 count again, I guess that's something. And now Undertaker scooping up Austin for a tombstone. Imagine that. You're hitting your finisher unprompted. It's the Undertaker into the cover. Oh, I thought that was over. Austin managed to kick out of the tombstone pile driver from The Undertaker.
This is what WrestleMania is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The passion, leaving your body and heart and soul in the ring. Austin's in trouble. Austin needs to get something going here. He just planted him with a DDT.
Undertaker into another cover attempt here. Yes, we still have possibility for AJ Lee, Antonio Cesaro, and The Rock to become world champion / Divas champion. Austin, we've seen this from Austin before when he hit the Rock bottom on the Rock at Elimination Chamber. Now a tombstone on The Undertaker. Really likes to add insult to injury to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He just dropped The Undertaker with his own move. The tombstone pile driver on Undertaker, and Undertaker with a quick kick out after 2. Saying, I will not be bested by my own move. These two brawler types, you see those exchanges of strikes. Very physical. Submission hold applied here by The Undertaker as he stretches out Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can he force a submission out of this man? I'd have to imagine not. But either way, you know, we saw that move, a finisher of Batista's and just a general move of everybody else. Hey, it is what it is. Batista just does it more dangerously than everyone else. That's simply facts. I gotta say, with Batista back here in the WWE, I would be interested to see what the future holds for him, what championship perhaps he maybe has his sights on, or anything like that. There's no telling what the future now holds. Batista is a huge game changer, and I think with the draft coming up, he's going to be a very prestigious name to try and claim for any brand. I don't believe the man is a free agent. I believe he'll be simply returning back to his position on SmackDown, if I had to guess. So if he goes undrafted, I think he'll return to Friday nights. As he was never released, he was simply inactive during all this time. Undertaker with that sit-up, though. I tell you, that is one of the most fearsome sights, is when The Undertaker just sits up like that. Oh my god, he even has the common sense to turn him around and then start doing his comeback. I love this. I am so much happier to see them actually do what they should be doing. Big boot by Undertaker, and off the ropes, leg drop. Ooh, the cover. Is this going to be enough to put away Stone Cold? No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Undertaker looking for the last ride. And Austin with one of the biggest drops you will take. Barrett coming off the turnbuckle. And he still kicks out. He is enduring so much from The Undertaker right now. And yet we haven't actually seen a stunner out of Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. Undertaker could be signaling to end this one if he can connect with a second tombstone, and he has got Austin up. And what goes up must come down. Austin down, and the arms have been crossed over the chest. I would have to believe this is the end of the match for Stone Cold. Undertaker with a very defiant victory tonight at WrestleMania. That was, I think, almost mostly a one-sided beatdown. And it seems to me like the Undertaker of old has returned. This is the Undertaker that has been just a force we reckon with. I'm not saying that Season 3 was necessarily a downfall of the Undertaker. But what I am saying is that there was something a bit more old school about the Undertaker tonight that made me think this is the man that once held the World Heavyweight and WWE Championships. Undertaker is victorious as this show continues. Up next, the Divas Championship is on the line. Can AJ Lee finally defeat Lita. She has waited a long, long, long time for this one-on-one opportunity for the Divas Championship, and tonight we will finally see those two go one-on-one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Divas Championship. Making her way to the ring from Stratford, North Carolina, she is the WWE Divas Champion, Lita.
A little bit of a mixed reaction for the Divas Champion here tonight, and I gotta say I'm not actually all that surprised. You take a look at who she's up against tonight, there has been a lot of love for AJ Lee, and of course we can't forget about this Monday on Raw, the Contenders Tournament coming to an end. That's one thing I didn't miss about this game, actually. The ovations are very weak. The crowd is like dead for everyone. There's no big pops for faces, and there's no big boos for heels. It's all just kind of this neutral ambient sound the whole time, from what I remember anyway, which is a shame. But hey, AJ Lee is set to compete for the Divas Championship, and she's looking a lot better. She's looking a lot better. I feel like something on her face looks more like AJ Lee. It's very interesting how that happens, but hey, that's not me being like really rude or sexist or anything. I think a lot of people, for those that maybe don't know what I'm referencing here, a lot of people kind of have come to the same agreement that AJ Lee's character model in 13 is absolutely terrible. Just disgraceful to her. Whereas that looks a lot more like the AJ Lee that I know. And I don't actually know AJ Lee at all. She is not my friend. I am disowning AJ Lee. No, you know what I meant. Sorry, I'll have to remember to cut those loading screens. I know everybody knows who's in this game already, but I don't want any spoilers and stuff. So, and obviously I just don't really want them anyway. They don't add anything to the match. So I'm going to have to start remembering to cut loading screens now, which is going to be cool. I'm going to have to like pause in between. I had a really tough time with this one. I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like the way that it's been built up, I feel like the whole hype around this match, everything to do with it, I feel like it made a lot of sense for AJ Lee to win. But something in me was like, but I feel like this match should just play out. I feel like this is too big and too good of a match for me to just make one-sided in any way. I don't want to screw this match up. I have a feeling that maybe the AI will still screw it up. I don't know how much better this game is in that regard, but I didn't want to be the reason that one thing happened over the other. I want to see what happens when you just let these two go one-on-one and simply settle it between them. The Divas Championship is on the line. Lita has defeated everyone up to this point. There has really not been anyone on Lita's level, except for AJ Lee, who had one victory over Lita a very long time ago, I think back in October. And since then, she has never actually gone toe-to-toe with Lita, but she has wanted a shot at that Divas Championship for a very long time. And she's getting it right now, and it's all about making the most of that. Big powerbomb there by Lita. I can expect this one will be a very good match. Hopefully not too one-sided. I know that that can unfortunately be the case with some of these matches. We can see kind of more of one over the other. So I hope that's not the case, but I'm not going to deny that that could happen.
Big elbow. No, AJ counters. Mr. Target there. If you haven't done it yet, check out.
So far, I feel like AJ has definitely stood up to Lita quite a bit, which is good to see. That one gurgly voiced fan saying this is awesome. AJ sends Lita into the corner. Catches her there. As I say, this has been a very long, storied point for AJ Lee to get to. She has worked so hard, campaigned for so long, and felt so much support from the fans heading into tonight. There has been so much work for this. For it to all come to an end and her to not win would be heartbreaking, but it is a possibility. Lita has been a very successful Divas champion. You simply can't deny these things. As much as you like AJ Lee, as much as I like AJ Lee, as much as I think it would be great for her to win tonight, I can't say with a straight face that I think she's going to win, because I don't know. I have no idea who's going to win this match. Nobody does. That's what it's all about. One of those really important contests between two very evenly matched women. The peak of the Divas division. And I believe there are several new Divas set to debut in the next season, so you can look forward to that. See if the landscape will change at all in the WWE. Don't know if we'll see any of the new Divas immediately on Raw. I don't know when we'll see them, but we shall see some.
Great match here. But if you missed any of the matches from this week, go to WWE.com to catch up on all the action.
One fan really wants to get a "This is awesome" chant going, and it's just not working. He's trying, man.
Oh, what a painful kick. What a crushing leg drop. Oh, and that leg drops down hard again.
Let's take down there by AJ. Forth between these two. Lita with a drop kick there. Catches AJ. Catches Lita. AJ Lee, no stranger to the Divas Championship. She has held it in her hands in the past, unfortunately just not for very long, and I feel like that has perhaps been one of the biggest motivators for AJ Lee, is the fact that she is a former Divas Champion, and she came up very short in her first reign, losing the championship back to the former champion Beth Phoenix very quickly.
The championship hangs in the balance. There's the quickness and
Back and forth between these two really is something else. I feel like they've been very evenly matched as far as the Divas and the WWE go. As I said before, I'm very interested in seeing if the newcomers can kind of go with these two right now, as I feel like they're on a level of their own. Lita has knocked off every single diva in the WWE. Lita really is, Lita has knocked off every single diva in the WWE. AJ Lee really is one of the final obstacles for her. And now, AJ catching Lita. That Hurricane Runner, is that going to be enough? Doesn't seem to be going for the cover though.
It's a big fight feel here in this arena. The WWE Universe hanging on every
breaker
move.
there by AJ Lee to Lita. AJ, kick to the midsection. Now looking for DDT. Will that be enough? AJ Lee thinks so. She's taken her away from the ropes. Cover attempt here on Lita. Is this going to be enough to win the Divas title? No. Lita with a very quick kick out. That wasn't even a 1 count. Again, and once again, a very quick kick out. AJ catching Lita. Kick to the midsection, and AJ, Shining Wizard. She has laid out the Divas champion. AJ going for the cover here on Lita. And, oh, I was about to say AJ the new Divas champion, but that's not the case. Lita kicked out. Nothing like a nice suspenseful 2 count to keep the match interesting. Cover attempt here from Lita. Is this going to be enough to get the job done? No, not even close. AJ with a very quick kick out. AJ now rolling up Lita. Is she going to be able to pin her with a roll up? No. Divas champion feels like her back's against the wall, and it shows. Lita into the cover. No. And now Lita looking for the twist of fate. She has defeated literally every diva in the WWE with that move up to this point. Can she beat AJ Lee with it as well? Yes. Unfortunately, the answer was the first championship retained tonight, and it goes to Lita. Still Divas champion. Sometimes you just don't get that WrestleMania moment, I'm afraid. This was a really tough one to see happen. But unfortunately, AJ Lee still unsuccessful in winning the Divas Championship, and I have absolutely no idea where this whole division goes from here. I really felt like this was AJ's time. This was her chance to finally capture championship gold, and I'm a little heartbroken to see it end this way, but hey, unfortunately that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. AJ Lee was unfortunately unsuccessful tonight in winning the Divas Championship from Lita, and now we finally know who the better diva really is between these two. Well, we still have 2 more matches coming your way, and up next, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Antonio Cesaro won the 2012 Royal Rumble and hand-picked Triple H as his opponent for tonight. We'll see if he comes to regret that decision.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Alright, the first of our 2 World Championship matches to close out WrestleMania. And there he is, the defending champion, the man that has been through everything he could go through to get to this point. He's not going to give that up easy tonight. This is going to be huge. Of course, yeah, the formal introductions. I was wondering why they weren't getting introduced. I was like, no, not this game too. That's right, the formal introductions, because it's a World Championship match. My mistake. It was actually me. Triple H. I've always said it, that championship looks right at home around the waist of Triple H. Finally captured that championship at the Royal Rumble from Brock Lesnar. A very lengthy rivalry coming to an end. Wow, at least from Triple H's side, Lesnar is now the one pursuing Triple H. I'm not going too well for Lesnar though. And now obviously with Batista back, I think he's going to have something else on his hands for a while. Of course, that being said, you never know where anyone's going to be after the draft. Lesnar and Batista could be very far from each other. Lesnar could be far from both Batista and Triple H. He might have to find a new target. The World Heavyweight Champion Triple H, always giving off that big fight feel when he makes his grand entrance. And tonight is no different. That is the guy, the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H. And here comes the challenger, the 2012 Royal Rumble winner, Antonio Cesaro. Nice to see him donning a new look here tonight. Of course, his Real American tag team partner, Jack Swagger. I'm not surprised to see him here at ringside tonight. I had a feeling that he was going to have some involvement in this World Heavyweight Championship match. I mean, he definitely helps Antonio Cesaro's chances. This is going to be a great match. I just have that feeling, you know, the Royal Rumble winner and the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H. Two people that I respectfully, I feel both of these two have really, really worked to get to this point. And I think that's what makes this one feel so big. It's hard to say one guy has worked for it more than the other.
Introducing the challenger. From Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, Antonio Cesaro. And his opponent, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 244 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
Well, as I've already said before, this is big. I don't really know what that is on the floor of the ring there. They might want to take that out, but... Okay, I've been having some technical difficulties here, and I've had to re-record this match more than once. I'm sorry. I think it's because I've been recording for so long. I do apologize. I'm really hoping I can get this one done this time without anything going wrong, because it's a little annoying. But, yeah. Just thought I'd quickly throw that out there. I am doing everything I can to finish this show. No matter what. I don't even know what to say on commentary, because this is the second time I've tried recording this match and had something go wrong in the recording department. It seems like everything is working okay at the moment, but we'll see. If this video is out of sync, I do apologize. I've been having... I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's probably because I've been recording for about 4 hours. And before I started this recording, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if that was cut now or not, but as I mentioned earlier, I also recorded a couple hours, I think almost 3 hours of Zelda with Saria, so I think the capture cards probably just kind of had it a little bit. My laptop doesn't have the most storage either, so I think that's probably not helped. I got a big ass external hard drive, but you can't save to it when recording, because that would... It just doesn't work that well when you do that. It uses most of the USB's power to actually even capture this, so I can't then also save to a USB as well, because that would need a lot of power that I just don't have. So I have to save it to the laptop and then move it to my hard drive, but you don't really care about that. Anyway, the only reason I was talking about that is because that's what I'm dealing with, and I just wanted to explain it in case there's any weird cuts between the intros in this match. It's just that I've had to re-record this match multiple times, and it's getting a little annoying now. And when I say a little annoying, I mean very annoying. I'm like really trying to think, like, what do I say? I want to commentate, but I can't, because I don't know what I have and haven't said in a video anymore. I mean, obviously I haven't called this match in a recording at all. Those will have been lost. This is a competitive match to get things started. I think so far the challenger Antonio Cesaro has done a great job of overpowering Triple H and kind of outwitting him at that too. Suplex there by Triple H to Antonio Cesaro as he tries to get back in control of this one. And I respect it for what it is. You know, I think Antonio Cesaro, he came in strong to start this match off. Anytime you can go toe-to-toe with Triple H and you can actually give this guy a run for his money, all the better. I'm going to pretend I didn't just see that, and that happened again. Yes, that didn't happen. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, good. Don't ask questions.
An aggressive shot to the midsection.
Scoop slam by Triple H. Very big stage here tonight. I think I've mentioned this in a couple of lost recordings now, but The record of World Heavyweight Championship matches at WrestleMania is currently 2-0 for the challengers. We've never actually seen the World Heavyweight title defended successfully at WrestleMania. Same for the WWE Championship, as a matter of fact. First ever WrestleMania, I believe Randy Orton won the championship from Undertaker, whilst Christian won the WWE Championship in a 4-way match from Shawn Michaels by defeating Michaels, Triple H, and Batista. Absolute underdog victory, if I've ever seen one. And then last year at WrestleMania, we saw the World Heavyweight Championship change hands as Batista defeated Brock Lesnar after winning the Rumble to earn that shot. And we also saw the WWE Championship change hands as The Undertaker defeated John Cena, I believe. I could be wrong about those, but off the top of my head, those are the matches that I remember. Once again, Antonio Cesaro in control with that big suplex and then into the stomp on the chest of Triple H and a knee drop to top that off.
These are great competitors, great, tremendous gladiators.
Nice kick to the midsection there by Triple H. Made sure to keep it above the belt, keep it legal. Triple H now going for a cover. And I don't think Triple H felt that he had this match over. I think he just wanted Antonio to exert a little more energy into trying to kick out. It takes a lot out of you to kick out. It's a lot of force to push another man's body off of yours. Knee drop, failing to connect there from Antonio. And Triple H taking Cesaro to the rope. Cesaro throws Triple H out of the ring. Surprisingly competitive matchup so far. And when I say surprisingly, that's not me underestimating Antonio Cesaro, don't get me wrong. It's just, he's definitely the underdog tonight, and I think a lot of people know that. Cesaro, Ooh. Well, he got lucky there that his foot didn't end up going through the table. Cesaro running all over the place. What's going on here, Cesaro? Get in the ring. And as he does, Triple H tries greeting him with a spine buster, but I feel like he saw that one coming. It was a little bit meditated. You could kind of tell what Triple H was up to there. He was going to connect with something. Goodness, these reversals are very hard to pull off in this game compared to 13. The window is very thin. And Antonio Cesaro now scoops him up for that deadlift suplex. Challenger has been very impressive in this matchup. But it's a kick out by Triple H. What is Antonio going to do now? Stun gun on the ropes. And Antonio Cesaro could be looking to hit Triple H with the neutralizer already. But Triple H with a reversal and a kick to the midsection. And now another kick to the midsection as Triple H looks to put this one to rest with the pedigree. Drops down Antonio. Cover attempt here on Cesaro. Is Swagger going to be able to do anything about this, maybe? No. Well, Swagger did get up on the apron there, but in the end he didn't need to. Cesaro with a quick roll up, though. Triple H reaches the ropes.
Triple H powers out.
Triple H laying him out. And he's calling for a second one. At first you don't succeed. Triple H with a second pedigree to Antonio Cesaro into the cover. Is this enough to put this championship match to rest? And no. Once again, Antonio Cesaro with a kick out. And look, Swagger trying to distract the referee from Triple H, but he's actually distracting him from a roll up from Cesaro.
He's in a world of trouble. Much more of this, and I doubt he'll be able to continue. This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
Cesaro is such a master technician, and it really shows in the ring. Cover attempt here again by the World Heavyweight Champion, and Cesaro. Look at this. Jack Swagger. I knew this would happen. This is ridiculous. I don't want to see the World Heavyweight Championship change hands because Jack Swagger could mind his own business. Not at WrestleMania, of all things. Huge DDT dropping down Antonio Cesaro. Cover attempt here by Triple H. Is he going to be able to put Cesaro away? No. 2 count. Only. Triple H just striking away at the face of Antonio Cesaro. The World Heavyweight Champion is really coming back into this, and it seems to me that the referee has had enough of the involvement of Jack Swagger, and I think I agree, frankly. A match of this importance does not need someone like Jack Swagger meddling at ringside.
Triple H controlling the arm.
Boy, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
Cesaro, what is this? Hooking the arms and a butterfly suplex executed very nicely by Antonio Cesaro.
Some precision strikes being delivered here by Triple H.
Triple H now kicking out the leg of Antonio Cesaro. And the challenger seeming to be in real big trouble here, but now look at this. Look at this stretch here. Triple H. Oh, big DDT drops down Antonio Cesaro. And now Triple H with a spine buster to the dead center of the ring. And it looks like he's saying that's not enough. Cesaro to his feet, dazed, falls into position. Triple H hooking the arms, and he drops him. Antonio Cesaro dropped with a pedigree. There's a cover now. And this one's over. Triple H is still World Heavyweight Champion. Well, I think that was a very impressive performance from Antonio Cesaro, but I feel like he's still got a ways to go. He went toe-to-toe with Triple H for 10 straight minutes, and at one point I felt like he really could have had this match won with that roll-up, but it was Swagger distracting the referee to try and help Cesaro that ended up costing Cesaro. And in the end, Triple H is still World Heavyweight Champion. That is our second title retention tonight. Will this new trend continue in our main event next? It's finally come to this. JBL and The Rock and the WWE Championship at stake. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Well, this is it. Here we go. At long last, we're going to finally settle the score between these two. Yeah, I guess he couldn't really get up on that ramp, could he? Wasn't really a good way for him to do that. There is the WWE Champion, JBL, who took the championship from The Rock back at Vengeance. Now look, I'm not defending The Rock and everything that he did leading up to Vengeance, but I will say this: when The Rock lost the WWE, when The Rock won the WWE Championship from Randy Orton at SummerSlam, sure, it came as a screw job, sure, it came out of the blue, sure, I don't condone it looking back at it, but at least he cashed in a Money in the Bank briefcase that he earned to get that WWE Championship victory. When JBL came to Monday Night Raw at Vengeance and he defeated The Rock to unify the ECW World Heavyweight and WWE Championships, he didn't even earn the ECW World Heavyweight title that he merged. That man literally cheated his way into becoming the top star of Raw, and since then, I feel like he has been nothing but a disgrace and a despicable human being as a whole. He can walk with all the confidence and arrogance that he wants, but I feel like tonight it's about him getting his just desserts. And I hope that The Rock puts this man in his place. JBL is literally the biggest villain we've ever seen in the WWE. What an entrance here by The Rock. Nice to see him finally clean that thing off his face. The Rock looking fantastic here tonight as he gets ready for this WWE Championship match. I know a lot of people have been waiting on this one, myself included. This is a big, big moment in wrestling history. The Rock is fighting for the retribution, fighting for everyone that has been wronged by JBL, by Booker T, who was injured and potentially retired at the hands of JBL. This is for a lot of people, but most importantly for The Rock, this is for him tonight. He wants to be the people's champion, but he wants to prove it by hurting JBL and defeating him where it matters most. Oh wow. What an entrance for The Rock here tonight to close out WrestleMania. They are both going to lay it all on the line in that ring. I'm not counting anything out for JBL. He has proven time and time again how defiant of a champion he is.
From Miami, Florida, weighing 260 pounds, The Rock. And his opponent, from New York City, he is the WWE Champion, John Bradshaw Mayfield.
I have never seen such a peak physical stature as what The Rock has got right now. This man has been training non-stop since Monday night for tonight's match. And I feel like JBL is maybe a little bit too comfortable as the WWE Champion. Sorry, I completely forgot that those things come up. And straight away, The Rock going straight in for a clothesline, and it's no surprise that he'd come in a head full of steam. He is going to want to put JBL in his place so badly. As I said before, first time these two have had a one-on-one match since The Rock was screwed out of the WWE Championship by this man back at Vengeance in October. It's been 5 whole months brewing for this moment here. Almost half a year of waiting for this opportunity. JBL obviously not hesitating to play back in the same way that those fast strikes coming in hot. The WWE Champion takes control of The Rock before long. I do wonder if The Rock has got what it takes to actually defeat JBL tonight. And obviously the main question there is, if he can't, who does? If JBL makes it out of WrestleMania still WWE Champion, who actually puts this reign to rest? Who ends this?
Championship on the line. Oh man, it's
And The Rock. Classic move there by The Rock, complete with that just bring it challenge to JBL. The WWE Champion has really never met an opponent quite like this. As I said before, the look, the size of The Rock here tonight. I feel like between now and Monday, this man has put on a lot extra muscle. A lot of extra muscle. Sorry, it's been 4 hours, okay? Give me a break. And The Rock just going at JBL, strike after strike after strike.
a series of unanswered shots from The Rock. Just think about what it would mean to these competitors to
Pulling JBL away from the ropes. And you gotta be kidding me. I mean, I with all due respect, Rock, absolutely not. Not yet. Shawn tackle sends The Rock down to the mat. The WWE Champion JBL gonna put up one hell of a fight tonight, you best believe it. He knows he's in for a tough challenge now. He may not have walking into tonight. He may have been feeling too confident in himself as the WWE Champion, especially with the history of everything that this man's done and how he's never faced any repercussions for it. But I think this is his repercussions happening right before his eyes in this ring. This is what it all builds up to.
What a great time we had last night, King, at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the Hall of Fame ceremony. This year we inducted Vance Archer. I was trying to think of someone that's like not here anymore that would go in, and that was just the first name. Yoshitatsu. upon his official ending of his contract, he has been inducted and placed into the Hall of Fame. We'll never forget his European Championship reign.
What a kick that was. Back and forth.
Big boss man. I'm trying to think who's gone that's probably the most noteworthy and hugest loss. Maybe the former Intercontinental Champion that I've been told I'm not allowed to say the name. I can't talk about him, and obviously he left in a very bad way, so we can't say his name. That'd be very bad. Rock bringing down JBL. Boy, is he ever furious. You can really see it. I mean, this is what I mean, you know, not only has this all been building for such a long time, let's not forget what happened this past Monday on Raw. That gauntlet challenge. The Rock went through Big Show and Mark Henry, only to be defeated by JBL, who really blindsided him quickly into the matchup. And even then, I feel like The Rock still managed to preserve himself quite a bit. He still managed to go quite a while before being defeated by JBL. Yeah, I'd say this man is more ready than ever. Roll-up attempt here by The Rock. Is he going to be able to win the WWE Championship? No.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. This has been brutal.
And another roll-up attempt here by The Rock, the challenger. Being very resourceful here. We've only seen 2 championships retained tonight, the Divas and World Heavyweight Championship, and in the most recent matches, Lita retaining the Divas Championship against AJ Lee, whilst Triple H retained the World Heavyweight Championship against Antonio Cesaro. Now we're on to our main event. The WWE Championship is on the line. And the question is, will we see 3 successful championship defenses tonight, and no new world champions at that matter? Right now, it seems like no matter what JBL throws at The Rock, he just can't seem to get a move off on him. And as JBL falls down, The Rock now going in for this sharpshooter submission hold. And the fans love it. Float over DDT. As the fans are on their feet, The Rock is going to get them going that little bit more. The most electrifying move, as they call it. The People's Elbow connecting on JBL. A cover attempt on the WWE Champion. JBL's hand in the rope. Referee doesn't see it, and JBL with a kick out. And at some point, JBL's got to feel that championship slipping away the way things are going right now. He needs to turn this around, and bad. Rock striking away at the champion. Going for that Samoan drop here, but unfortunately got a little slow on the rise, and JBL finds a way to reverse it. The WWE Champion. Uh-oh, here we go. That powerbomb. Ooh, wow. Delivered to perfection. The WWE Championship is on the line, and this may very well be the end of this. No. And now the WWE Champion may be in control. No, The Rock still at it. JBL up to his feet. Rock DDT. And The Rock measuring. Is this going to be enough? No. It seems like maybe The Rock not going for the rock bottom there. I thought maybe that's where he was headed. JBL with a shoulder tackle, and the WWE Champion is looking to be a little bit stressed out right now, I'd say. I feel like JBL is definitely in a tough spot. Listen to this crowd. And they died immediately. That phase, that was so fast. Once again, the submission hold. Fans chanting Rocky in support of the challenger, The Rock. This is his night in their eyes. Listen to them go. Man, that is one popular guy right there.
What a lethal series of kicks. No, not again.
Oh, look at that sign there. It appears JBL actually has a fan in attendance tonight. Maybe just the one, but he's got one.
Whoa, this could be trouble.
Rock now setting JBL up on the top, and what's he going to do from up here? I can't help but wonder. A huge superplex connecting. And The Rock once again telling JBL to bring it. And now it looks like The Rock going to try and force a submission out of JBL. The WWE Champion seems to be in a pretty tough spot right now. Rock has really gotten the best of him in this one so far.
I guess he wants to try something else.
I don't know what more you'd want to do to another man.
Oh man. And over the ropes goes The Rock. And out of the ring. And it looks like this WWE Championship match is now going to break down out here. The Rock. Oh my God. What a collision. Come on, move it. Rock stomping away on JBL, and once again, it's so nuts to see The Rock performing like this. Striking away. W13 is crying right now. How could you go over there and not Irish whip him into the ring post? I tell you, the challenger, he is absolutely beloved in this one. JBL, though, the WWE Champion, really showing what he's got in this one. That side suplex brings down the challenger. And now The Rock is in a bad spot. It's so good to see him without that goatee again. I was really sick of that by the end of 13. Rock manages to kick out at 1.
He's back on his feet, but you can see the abuse from this grueling match has definitely taken its toll.
And Rock suplexing JBL into the ring. And whoa, The Rock going up top. This is a very unusual sight, and a big elbow drop into a cover attempt on JBL, and he kicks out. Clothesline there by The Rock. And The Rock continues to taunt JBL with everything he's got. Leg sweep to the WWE Champion. JBL fights back once again. The WWE Champion doing everything in his power. Ooh, big neck breaker. Cover attempt here. Quick kick out by The Rock, though. And The Rock, spine buster. The Rock has got JBL primed and ready. Wait a minute. Rock pulling him to the center of the ring off that spine buster, and now here we go. JBL off the ropes, and another people's elbow. JBL flattened with that elbow, and now The Rock is calling for it. This has got to be it. Catches JBL, rock bottom, dead center of the ring, covering the champion. The Rock is the new WWE Champion. This man came absolutely prepared to blow the roof off this place and do this for each and every one of you that have been hoping that JBL's reign would come to an end, and he finally did. The Rock has done it. He is in his second reign as WWE Champion. What a way to close out the season. I'd been rooting for it from the start. The Rock finally winning the WWE Championship the right way to begin his second championship reign. He has bested JBL, the biggest monster I think we've ever seen in the wrestling world, barring maybe Brock Lesnar. More of a monster in the sense of what he did to an entire show and such. But that'll be it for Season 3. Thank you all for joining me for what has been a long and very tough season. I'm sorry to disappoint anyone that was hoping I'd finish this in 13, but I just thought, no. So that is it for Season 3. Thank you all so much for joining me for the last year and 9 months of this season. Don't worry, Season 4 will be starting right away. There will be an episode of Raw, hopefully tomorrow, right away. If not, very soon after this. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Raw, where we will begin the 2012 WWE Draft.